There's a show in town, it's going down. Every week we're back on solid ground. Steel toe slipping, but we're gripping. Got the tea to spill, it's always flipping. From April's script to Aaron's glee. Oh, this drama's just a spree. Polydrama, legal trauma. Another win, oh, that's the karma. This little piggy went to YouTube. This little piggy's on Rumble now. This little piggy's begging for dollars. And this little piggy's breaking down. Wow! Every week we'll recap it slow. Tune in for this little piggy show. From revenge porn to felony, it's a circus, can't you see? The toe is bent, the goal is spent. His empire crumbles, all hell sent. April's playlist on repeat. Aaron's lies we can't defeat. The countdown's on, it won't take long to see this piggy squeal his song. This little piggy went to YouTube. This little piggy's on Rumble now. This little piggy's begging for dollars. And this little piggy's breaking down. Wow! Every week we'll recap it slow. Tune in for this little piggy show. Oh, this little piggy ain't missing a thing. Just sit back, laugh, and watch the king.
Welcome to This Little Piggy, a weekly roundtable discussion about the Steel Toe Morning Show and its pussy host, Aaron Imholt. I'm Carl from Deppelverse Live. With me, as always, everyone's only friend from New Zealand, Moody is here. What's up, Moody?
It's the Oops, All Carl and Moody episode.
Nope. I have good news because also with us from the Pretty Antisocial Podcast, the woman who pretends to be married because she's not into you, Haley is with us. What's up, Haley?
Nice. Hey, guys. How are y'all? Good to see you.
Fantastic. Good to see you as well. You've been doing a marathon session today.
Phew. It's been a
Running
long one.
double shift today.
That's right. It's an important day.
It's a big day for
Yeah,
us.
it is.
Also with us, I don't see him on camera, so I'm not sure if he's ready to go or not, but it looks like we might have Mr. Nick Ricada. Nick, you there, buddy?
Hey, I'm here. I can't be on camera because I'm driving.
Oh, okay.
And sorry, I just don't have it in my schedule to be in front of a camera right now. I gotta be moving, but I am here. So thank you for having me.
The audio's cutting in and out.
Yeah, your audio's very choppy. I assume it's because you're in a very rural part of Minnesota.
It should be good. It's probably just the way my car works. I won't. Here's what I won't do. I won't take up much time because I'll just announce it. I'm still under a gag order.
That's fucking unbelievable. What the fuck? You're in court all day today.
Yes, and without getting into details, we made very good progress. And there's a briefing schedule, which I think I'm allowed to say those things. So it's the hearing is like procedurally over, but there's some briefing that needs to be done, and until the judge issues his order, he's maintaining the gag order. So I can't talk about details, but I know there were people in the courtroom diligently reporting every single word.
Yeah, so we do have word from them. Nick, your audio is atrocious.
Yeah, the Bluetooth in your the Bluetooth in your other car is better. Use that one.
Yeah,
your other car is that a joke?
The van?
Yeah, it's sensitive. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys do the show. I don't want to distract from it. If I get the chance, I'll pop on with the camera. But
Okay, that'd be great.
love you guys. Talk to you soon.
Thanks,
Hey,
Nick.
Bye.
Nick Ricada, who spent all day in the courtroom today, and wow, still under a gag order. I was hoping, I was messaging with him earlier today and said, I'd love to have you. We're bringing This Little Piggy back. By the way, welcome back, This Little Piggy. Hey,
Yeah.
it's been a while.
We came back from the dead.
I'm
That's
so
right.
excited to hear. I was so excited. I got the link. I was like, I'm going to be there no matter what. I'm here for it.
Yeah, we got ran off the internet, and here we are back. And I was messaging with Nick today, and he said, "Yeah, I mean, if I can talk, I'll come on and talk." And unfortunately, still under a gag order. Unbelievable.
It was interesting. Like before we get into the next stuff, which I know everyone wants to, it's going to be disappointing. Like it's ultimately going to be a
what a fucking tease! Holy shit,
Look,
you're a pro, Moody.
Thanks, Moody.
I've learned. This is the anti-Mikey interview strategy.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Set the expectations.
Guys. It's
This is
gonna
gonna suck.
right.
Fair enough.
But like how watching, like, Aaron for a long time says these guys need me. They really want me. That I'm winning when they're online, and I'm winning if they're offline. Seeing him flounder and try to find new enemies, he's digging around, looking in the sofa cushions, trying to find anyone he could beef with while we were away.
I mean, he was in competition with Karmic. They were competing for
right.
the #1 morning show at some point. Like, what the fuck is going on here, Aaron? None of that's real. So let's get caught up. We do have boots on the ground, Moody. You've been giving updates to Haley all day. We have new updates since the Pretty Antisocial podcast went off air. And I'll remind everyone, you can go to supertip.gg/WATP if you wish to support this program and participate as well. So, Moody, let's give a little quick background. What happened today?
Right. So this is the continuation of the hearing. The last one sort of stopped halfway through Aaron's cross-examination in August of last year. So it's been 10 months since that was happening. So it's been on pause. So it's the continuation of that. And this is like what you'd refer to as the trial in colloquial. It's like this is where the judge is hearing both sides, and sides are presenting evidence, questioning witnesses, and going back and forth.
And can I just point out, and I realize everyone knows this, but it's an important thing to say, is that this hearing is based on Aaron taking out an HRO against Nick Rekieta. Now, Aaron's had 2 HROs against him that he didn't contend with. He didn't say, this is ridiculous, and so he just accepted it. So he thought he could do this to Nick Rekieta and Patrick Melton. Problem is, both of those guys said, fuck you. You can't take a restraining order out against me. I'm not threatening you physically in any way. You just want me to shut up on the internet because you're like getting made fun of.
Yeah, Haley went through it today. She went through all the documents from the HROs. Nick's one happened. Aaron applied for that the day he got arrested for violating like the judge's orders in the revenge porn case, and that was when Patrick went to see him in court. And reported on that. That day, so he was released from jail. On that same day, he went and applied for an HRO. He applied to have his fees covered by for the people who need financial help. So he got his fees waived.
What, the battered woman shelter told him to piss off?
Right. And he applied for a 1-year HRO against Nick. And he was asking them to have the same restrictions that he had against him, which is you can't mention him on any sort of podcast, on social media, or anywhere at all. Because that was Aaron's view into HROs. That's all his experience was. These bullshit things that women take out on men. Why don't I weaponize that and get it against my enemies?
We saw what he submitted, in both cases, Nick and Patrick Melton. He wanted it for the judge to say, you cannot bring up Aaron on your shows, on the internet and social media at all.
Correct.
And in both cases, the judge went, we're not going to do that. 500 feet. Is that good enough? We'll give you that. All right, man.
And look, Aaron lied on these. We know he lied. Aaron knows he lied. Everyone knows he lied. His lawyer can't say he lied, and the judge doesn't know he lied. But everyone who's tangentially interested in Aaron knows he lied on these forms.
Haley, you went through this today. Some of the lies. Do you want to point out a few of the egregious lies that he had on these?
Well, okay, the one about being threatened nonstop for the last year is what he claimed was Nick. Same way with Patrick. That was obviously one. Gosh, I'm trying to think. There was one that was worded really strangely, and it's one that I've never been able to figure out. Do you know what I'm talking about, Moody?
Yes.
Where it's the consent to invite, encourage, or solicit a third party to engage in a sexual act with the victim.
So this is like a form of harassment where you like put up a Craigslist post or a classified ad, or you write in a bathroom somewhere, hey, you solicit prostitution for someone without their consent.
For a good time.
So they turn up and they that's a way to harass someone.
Sure.
And so Aaron claimed Nick did that to him.
He had very
in the-
specific dates though, from April the 11th to November the 10th of 2024. Like that was a very specific time period. By the way, I sent you the newest court sketch of Dortbert, Moody, when you have time to pull that up, please. Thank you.
I got a few of those too.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron has said on his program recently, and we could play it later if there's time, that Patrick Melton threatened to have sex with his daughter, and Patrick Melton threatened to kill Aaron. Like he's just making this shit up now.
Yeah.
They're total lies.
Yes.
And it's the gayest lawfare. So the fact that everyone else on the internet who has internet beefs, and in my world, I know a lot of people who have that going on. None of them go to the court, except for Stuttering John Wandis. None of them go to the courthouse to try to figure it out. Everyone else just fucking figures it out on their shows. But
Right.
Aaron's such a pussy that he wanted to try to shut people up.
Especially someone who talks into a microphone for a living and says they're the greatest heel in the biz. Like if you're getting enemies and starting beefs, isn't that you doing your job properly? Aren't you a good heel in that
Yeah,
case?
he's the heel. People love to hate him, I thought.
Right.
You know, one of the more egregious things that I saw going back over these HROs was some of the vagueness of the dates of what he was claiming. That kind of thing as a woman ticks me off, because I'm like, if it were me filing these, I would know the exact day, the time, the hour, the weather, what temperature it was. You know, he's just saying June of this year, or, you know, from June to, I don't know, now. It's like, well, tell me when you felt threatened, or when you've got specific, you know, verbal or physical or, you know, whatever it is kind of threat.
Well,
I don't know.
the thing is, there are very vulnerable people in society that need protection. These people can be very uneducated. They might not be able to write or string together sentences properly. They might be like riddled with drugs. They just are pretty much incapable people who can't fill out a form. Those people still need access to justice. They might still need to apply for HROs.
Sure.
And so if you start demanding someone be extremely stringent in every detail that they have on one of these applications, you're denying justice to these people who are very, very vulnerable. And so you have to choose which way do you skew. Do you inconvenience people like Nick and Patrick, or do you let people who are very vulnerable sort of
But Aaron's doing it because he doesn't have specifics. That's why he's keeping it so vague. I understand what you're saying, Moody, but this is not what Aaron's doing.
Yeah, he's the one taking advantage of the court
he's
system.
taking
for sure.
advantage
Absolutely.
of the like fuzziness of the system and like the grace that the system gives people so that they can get through, and he's utilizing it to like weaponize. It's lawfare, essentially. Anyway, he was granted a temporary restraining order against Nick Recator for a year. He thought, wow, that was really easy. Why don't I try to do this against Patrick as well? And so for Patrick, he asked for 2 years. And that was 1 week later after that. And these were granted on a temporary basis from the day he applied, which would have been very early July of last
People
year.
get mad at me for pointing out things everyone knows, but it's how you get people into these things, guys. You have to give it a little bit of lore. It's a background. I just want to point out that Nick Recator lives an hour away, and they've been to each other's houses multiple times in the past few years. Their kids know each other. There's something to the fact that they might see each other at some point.
Right.
Patrick Melton lives in Las Vegas. It's so fucking ridiculous. You take out an HRO against a guy who has no reason to travel to St. Cloud, Minnesota, except for to go to the courthouse when there's a big event going on.
Well,
The
and
only
even
time-
then, oh, sorry, go ahead.
The only time Patrick and Aaron have been in the same room has been with a bailiff present.
Right.
I was going to say something similarly, where the last time Nick was anywhere near Aaron was when he was next to his wife, Kayla, who was the victim of Aaron. And even then, she had a victim's advocate that sort of steered them into a different, back room so she could avoid him. So she didn't have to be in the same room.
He was
and look at
supporting
him.
his wife, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So, Moody,
All right.
What happened today?
So, so today I've been getting reports from boots on the ground. Someone went down there and just started sending reports to me. So my view of what was happening down there is like filtered through what this person sees, and what they're able to send me in recesses very, very quickly. So at the start of the day, we know that when Aaron goes to these court hearings, he's got his usual spot that he tends to park in.
Yes.
It's like reserved. They should put a nameplate.
How funny was it this week? He was upset someone asked him about his funeral suit. He's like, no, I have a wedding suit and a court suit. You shouldn't have a court suit unless you're an attorney.
I know.
Right. So Nick started off the day by parking in Aaron's spot. And he got there before Aaron. So that was how the day started. Nick was being represented not by Francis White. So Francis White is the guy that was representing him last time. We weren't that impressed with him. We felt like he got sidetracked by a lot of little details here and there, but he is the lawyer of both Patrick and Nick. But it was his assistant, or like the second in charge that's there.
Brian something.
Yeah, I think Francis is injured at the moment.
Are you allowed to be injured? I think that's not allowed in Saquon, Minnesota. I don't know.
Do you know any doctors in Tennessee that'll be able to let us
do,
know?
Oh
actually.
no! Don't start that.
I don't know if he's still a doctor, but
Right. So then there was, all right. So the first update that we got was, so Patrick had a hearing scheduled for before Nick's hearing. So this was called a settlement conference on the books, but what it really was so Aaron and it's going back to the previous one. So the day after Hackamania, there was a scheduled settlement conference, which was happening because Aaron's lawyer kept insisting that they were close to settlement with both sides. We're really close, Judge. We've almost agreed on something on terms between us when we won't need to do a hearing. Nick and Patrick's lawyer kept saying, nope, we're not anywhere close to that.
no, because the only settlement is drop the HRO. We're not harassing you, asshole.
Right. And the non-negotiable on Aaron's side was they need to not talk about me ever again.
Right. So
Which
nowhere
is like
close to terms.
It's a no-go from both sides.
The insane part about this, I know Nick points this out quite a bit, but it's important to note, Aaron caused all of this to happen. He decided to go on this media blitz where he told every secret from their polycule and just left nothing out, talking about all these details with Kayla and Nick and April and all of the personal lives and shit that they're up to. And Nick didn't say shit for many months.
Well,
and now all of a sudden, Nick's able to talk, and Aaron's like, I don't want him talking. It's like, you fucking asshole. Nick wasn't going to say any of this stuff.
Yep.
Well, why would he? Because Aaron, at the very beginning of it, he was on MLC when they got arrested. We know that Aaron snitched on them. Aaron's admitted to snitching on them. So they got arrested while he was on MLC, and we saw his reaction live. And then the line that he came up with was, I need to get ahead of this. All the stuff is going to come out. Yep. And so he started talking about all the polycule stuff, which is like intimate sexual details between everyone. It was really digging into the private lives of each other in a way that no one would have known. The drug stuff, sure, like that was going to get out, but the
Strip
stuff
twister,
about
we didn't need. I didn't
being
need
in a polycule,
The snow angels.
Snow Angels.
right? No one would have known that unless one of them
to
spoke
impress
up about
PPP and Worski so fucking badly because he's such a bitch. He was like, "Oh, cool! I'm one of the cool guys now." These guys are laughing and lapping it all up. No pun intended. So he couldn't wait to spill all the deets.
That's part of it, but I think he was hurt too. I think he was really, really hurt and wanted to
Lashing out.
injure the rest of them too. You know, so if
He
could do
also
both.
found he found support in a community that hates Nick. So by these guys are Fervis, you can see them in the chat right now. These people absolutely are frothing and hate anything to do with Nick. And so by extension, they saw Aaron as this stick that they can beat Nick with. And so they started to support him. And that sort of support for someone who is as hateable as Aaron is quite enticing and intoxicating. And so he started spilling all the details to Kino Casino, Killstream, Alex Stein. He talked to everyone he could talk to.
Yep.
Yep, and looked at every update on Kiwi Farms.
Right.
to see
Very,
what people
very
are talking about. in
Right,
that
right.
thread.
Yes, we've proven we've proven that he's on Kiwi Farms. That he doesn't sleep for more than 3 hours at a time, and he's constantly checking Kiwi Farms to read up about Nick.
He was so excited to have that support.
Right. So there was the settlement conference that was happening because Aaron and his lawyer were insisting that they were close to settlement, which wasn't true, but they insisted on it, and so the judge said, "Okay, well, I believe you guys. It's the day after Hackmania. You all need to be here." And Patrick is injured. He is legitimately injured. Anyone who's gone to Hackmania can tell you he was in a lot of pain. It's not made up. He's done 3 shows in the last 2 months. So he'll have good days and bad days, but he's genuinely hurt and can't be on a plane. And so he sent a doctor's note and saying that he couldn't be there. And Aaron's lawyer said, "I believe that this doctor's note is a forgery and it's not real."
Right.
And so they set up another hearing, which was scheduled for today, to discuss the validity of this note.
With Patrick, who had to be there, had to fly from Vegas to St. Cloud.
Yeah.
They couldn't set up a Zoom call or anything like that for some reason. Because they
reason
got a
that-
fucking note from a doctor, Patrick had to be in St. Cloud, Minnesota today.
The reason they couldn't do that is because during the last hearing, which was done over Zoom, there were a few people that were disruptive in there, and because the clerk hadn't set up the settings on Zoom properly. You can mute everyone on Zoom. That's a setting that you have. It's a checkbox. They don't know how to do that in Stearns County. And so rather than hiring an IT guy to maybe run them through a course over the course of an hour or two, they're like, well, let's just make this person fly halfway across the country to show up in person.
Nuts.
Which the flights would cost more than the training for the entire.
Of course.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
So Patrick wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it or not. He did have the intention to go. He did buy a plane ticket. He was dumb and didn't get the insurance for canceling it. So Patrick Button was planning on being there and going through this 5-minute conference just for this. And he was planning a whole weekend in St. Cloud and the meetup and everything like that. I was going to go.
And with his condition, like, you don't know whether the day is going to be good or bad. Like, a day ahead, he could have like some spasm in his back, and then that would fuck him up for 2 or 3 days. And so you don't know a week ahead of time whether or not you actually can go.
Right. So Patrick sent another note, or maybe a different doctor sent a note late yesterday saying, I'm not going to be able to make it to this thing.
And so that hearing happened. And basically what they said was the TRO remains for Patrick until at a time in the future. And that also needs to be in person. So there will be no Zoom hearing for that. They need to wait till Patrick is better, and then he will need to turn up in person in St. Cloud.
And Patrick's already sunk money into this thing, which is so ridiculous in the first place. He's hired an attorney. They were supposed to have a court hearing back in August. They didn't get to it because Nick's dragged on so long. So there's already like money sunk into this thing that is just because this pussy has his feelings hurt.
Yes. So that's the end of everything that had to do with Patrick. It's sort of like we'll wait till it gets scheduled. Who knows whether he'll be better or not? Who knows whether they can make a case for having it be done remotely or not? It seems crazy that it's.
Well, hopefully you guys sell Super Tip, but he takes a private plane, private jet to St. Cloud. So it's real comfortable for him.
Yeah, we need one with a big cargo hold that we can
exactly.
How do they transport Shamu around in a water tank? Need to get a swim spa on a truck.
Patrick, get out here and defend yourself. You have the link.
I know.
So Aaron then took the stand. So the hearing is continuing, and he was questioned on the shirtless photos of him with
Topless.
topless photos.
I had to correct you.
Of him that was shown last year during Hackmania, and the kill yourself message that he got from.
That was 2 years ago now.
Yes, that's
crazy.
2 years ago. Nick, I believe, texted him, "You should consider killing yourself."
Yeah,
Is the message. Like, it was a very weak one.
Yeah.
Aaron responded with "Okay, addict" and blocked him.
Okay, addict, love you. Block.
Did he say "love you"?
He did.
Oh, that's nice.
Aw.
So
Why was
then-
that brought up? Because that's a year before he took out an HRO against Nick. So
Well, that is what Aaron is claiming is the threatening message that was sent to him by Nick, and that's how he managed to get the HRO or
That's
the TRO
insane.
against him.
that's insane.
Right. And Aaron was saying, so this was very much a repeat of the last one. Aaron was saying dumb things like, I did XYZ because I gave myself my own consent.
Right.
So I can show pictures of me because I gave myself consent to show these pictures of me. Whereas, like, if you send someone a picture of yourself and they're not sexual, and none of the pictures of Aaron that were shown was sexual, there was no intimate parts, there was no sex activity happening in there.
No
They
panties were dampened during that segment of the show. I promise. you.
Zero. Can confirm.
I didn't see anyone
There
slip
was
off a
no-
chair. It was fine.
There was no sexual photos sent, so there was no need for consent there. Like, it wouldn't fall under.
The funny
revenge
thing is
porn.
that he thought he looked hot in them. That's the best part about it. That's why he called him his topless pics. He was trying to be seductive.
Oh yeah.
Right. I think during the last hearing, it's been a while, but he said something like, I now know how Kayla felt. Like, I now know how she
God.
felt when
Yes.
she had her photo
He did.
shared.
I remember. How dare you?
But it's like the difference is the presence of a female nipple. Like, that is actually the law. It says that it differentiates between whether the nipple belongs to a male or a female. So if Aaron was a female or identified as a female, then maybe there was an option there. But that is not. Yeah. Aaron would repeatedly bring up that anyone who has a history of drug use, alcohol use, and impulse control can be capable of anything. So he has to have eyes in the back of his head. So he's trying to paint this image of Nick as an erratic, unstable person that can do violence at sort of any stage.
Which is,
lots of
I'll just point out, it's
Yeah.
fine if that's like the angle they decided to go with, but it's odd that he picked a time when Nick has to be sober.
Right.
If Nick were to take drugs or alcohol, he would go to jail. So this whole idea is just like, I don't know what this guy's gonna fly off the handle. It's like, well, he's been sober for months.
True.
Many
Nick
months.
is provably
point.
not on drugs more than any of us here.
Right. For sure.
And if he does take drugs, he needs to he'll go to jail.
Yeah.
So then Aaron, this is this person talking to me. Aaron must know they're going to ask him about playing a character, because in one answer he said he has to play a character on air to throw the audience off and not let them know what he really is worried about.
This is my favorite part about this. This is the rake that Aaron has stepped on with these HROs. He didn't think this through. He's like, I'm going to get these guys to shut up about me because my feelings are getting hurt and people are starting to realize that I suck at this. What he didn't realize is that he had to go into court and admit that all of his bluster, everything that he's saying on air is fake and a lie. And he has zero credibility. I love this because Aaron will talk about how, we have insecurities and we can't make a living without him.
Tell me when I'm telling lies. I'm
Right.
the only genuine article in something of fraudulent bucks. Like that line.
Yeah, Aaron is a pro wrestler on his show.
But this is
all
the
fake.
same thing he said the last time. I remember
Yes.
him specifically saying this exact same thing. So he's had all these months to come up with something new or interesting or something that he could add to strengthen his case. And this is
Well,
it. He's just repeating.
If you remember last time, the judge asked, "Are you afraid of Nick Rekieta?" He's like, "No." And his attorney had to stop on his toe, like, "Motherfucker, can we take 5 minutes, Your Honor?"
Yeah,
Get
they
back
took
in?
a quick recess, and then he came
Yeah.
back, and he's like, "Well, if he did something unexpected, maybe."
Yeah. He said something like, if I didn't know he was coming and I wasn't prepared for it, yes, but otherwise, no.
Right. He can't stop himself. Even in the HROs, the ones you were reading today, Haley, he was saying things like he was talking about Patrick and his like audience of sycophants that are going to like harass him. He's like his small audience of sycophants that follow him around. It's like he tries to do these digs all the time. And you see that bubbling through. And I think that is genuinely who Aaron is. and we see him on the show being like that.
He's so insecure.
I agree.
Yeah.
His insecurity just shines through, and the fact that he has to go on and admit, like, oh, I'm playing a character because I don't want people to know that I'm actually a pussy.
Right.
The thing is, that opens up an argument of, couldn't everyone else also be playing a character? How do you know that the threats or the things that Patrick or Nick are saying on these shows aren't hyperbolic in nature and also not?
Well, you
I don't
think
think
cup
any of them
holder
were
was a
threats.
joke, Moody? Is that what you're trying to say? Like maybe that was an attempt at humor?
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know about that.
Yeah. So then Aaron was repeatedly saying Nick has drug abuse issues, alcohol issues, and impulse control issues. So he's capable of anything. Said he needs eyes in the back of his head. Said that.
If a guy shared that many drugs with me over a few months, this is the last thing I'd be mad at him about, you know? I'd be like, well, he does a lot of drugs, which is cool. Appreciate that. Thanks for being so generous.
Yeah, you know what I'd like to do with someone who is erratic and I'm genuinely afraid of might do something unstable? Entangle myself with them legally
For
many
years.
Right.
For years.
Yeah.
It's like have a clean break, dude. just go your separate way. No, he'd rather connect.
I was
So
very scared of him. When he offered you Molly, what did you do? Oh, I took the Molly. I enjoyed that quite a bit, actually.
yeah. We'll go Molly for an April.
Molly is the name of the demon that attached to him during that time. See,
That's right.
we named it Molly.
So Aaron said he was this line's great. Aaron said that he was afraid Nick would do something unexpected, like trying to ram his car through Aaron's front door.
He really said that. I saw
Yes.
that. I saw that in the notes. I thought that was maybe a joke. He thinks Nick's going to drive his car into Aaron's.
Yes. So he's afraid that Nick is so erratic, he will take his car and treat Aaron's house like a front loader and just ram his car right into it.
That's
Okay.
so specific of a.
I know. Also, I just want to point out, and maybe this doesn't make any sense, but what would an HRO do to stop him from doing that?
Right.
Like, this is wildly illegal to begin. It doesn't matter if there's HRO or not. You can't do that.
Right. He thinks that if he Martin Luther's a note, an HRO to his door, it creates some sort of force field that stops erratic cars. If someone is
man.
acting erratically, HRO or not, they're gonna get to you. Like it doesn't. You're not gonna stop them. This is not the right. This is not the right avenue for that. This is the rational part that you're trying to protect yourself from. If someone is driving their car through your front door, you immediately have recourse with the cops against someone like that.
Sure.
I'm going to pump the brakes real quick. We'll get back to this, and we do have some clips to look at. But first, supertip.gg/WATP. Bubble Popper 24, who's been looking forward to us coming back. This is the guy who posts all of the great clips on the subreddits for us coming in. We did it, Aaron. Great plan, boss. We got these obsessed stalkers to do their cope stream again. Another win for the toe, suckers. Yeah, Aaron, likes to take victory laps, whether we talk about him or whether we don't talk about him. Either way, it's a win for the toe.
I've never seen a winner have to declare themselves a winner so often.
It's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, usually you can see a medal.
I played a clip on Dabble vs. Live yesterday where in the same segment, he both said that he was in my head and triggering me and I couldn't stop talking about him, and that I ran away from this little piggy because he beat me so badly. I didn't know what to do with myself anymore. It's like, holy shit, how do you get wins out of all of these things? I talk about him, I don't talk about him.
You lose. You lose. Sorry.
It's like playing a game against a toddler where the rules are I win.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why not talk about Melton skipping court? Oh, yeah, all are dick riders. PSA is a wreck without filters. Correct?
Yep, we did talk about Melton. Sorry, you got to stick around for a minute. Ricky Bev.
You guys think it's so easy, don't you? Do you have any idea how hard it is to fabricate your entire life starting at high school? You guys wouldn't last a day living in my lies.
It really is stressful. It's got to be a stressful existence.
It would be. I don't think I'd be able to last in his life.
No, he doesn't sleep well. We know that. Caddy Thoroughgood. Is Cardiff on with Gino under the name Jim? I don't know. Dorkbird Immo. Since there's no Melty, I'm not donating any money. Oh, well, you fucked up. We got Labyrinth Mystic, my man, coming in with 10 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, Labyrinth Mystic. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for gifting memberships. We do 2 bonus shows every month. We just did a bonus show, Living in the Past with Stuttering John, that was posted earlier this week. And Austin Casey, $5. This is my new go-to channel for laughs. Always something funny, weird going on that I need to hear your comments on. Well, thank you very much, Austin.
Sounds
Casey.
like a bot comment.
No, that's
You know,
like a
like
legit
when you
person who's just a
order-
big fan of me.
When you order bots, they make these sorts of comments.
Rudy.
They're so
You're right.
non-specific.
You're so right about
Vague.
that. I've seen those under these videos that have like 300,000 views.
Right.
And the caption's like, "This was a really interesting discussion."
Right.
Who would write that?
Austin, you're coming across like an NPC.
Yeah. Jokey Jackman. I love Pretty Antisocial. I'm a new fan. You rule, girl. Carl, head nod. Moody. Same to you, Jokey
Thank you.
Jackman.
Thank you.
Bone CK here for Haley. Well, her and clowning on a seed eater. That's what we're here for. Thanks for being here, guys. Thank you to the almost 1,300 people here watching live to the return of this little piggy. Big day today in court. And Nick Rekieta had the continuance of his hearing.
So, after Aaron said that
Eric
he was
Nagel, stick around. We're talking about what happened in court today. We're getting there.
So after Aaron said he was afraid Nick would drive through his front door with his car, Nick's side made a motion to dismiss. So they're asking the judge to be like, let's just throw
What are we
this
doing?
out.
Right.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But after a lengthy discussion, based
What
on
if Nick gets superpowers and then he can fly to my house? It's like,
Chart a list. Rod's
we
in on a
doing?
unicorn. We're in a
this gets so much stupider. Like I can't believe that they spend a whole day discussing these things. So after a lengthy discussion based on public figures and First Amendment, etc., the judge rejected it. He's like, no, I'd like to hear what both sides have
of
to say.
course he did. This judge is the most bored motherfucker on the face of this earth.
Gotta be.
He's got nothing better going on.
Right. This judge is doing his best to just not rule on anything. He's just like, nope, you guys settle it between yourselves.
Which would be great if he'd allow Zoom and we could have video of this.
Right. So the motion to dismiss, there's a lot of legalese and this person doesn't know. So you'll need to wait for Nick to talk about that a couple months from now.
Okay.
So
Let's
Randy
not put down our boots on the ground here, Moody. It's very nice of him to go to court and give us updates.
It's a limitation. Like it happened. Like we really appreciate this stuff. And
Yeah.
this person said that this is one of their weaknesses. So I just wanted to relay that. So Nick's side got Aaron to twice admit under oath that the Google history was his. And then they turned around in the argument to dismiss, argued that Aaron couldn't authenticate the Google history because he wasn't a forensic reconstruction expert. So Nick's side made the point that Nick never said it was Aaron's Google history and the post of it contained no names.
Okay.
So this happened last time as well. Aaron said, this is my Google history. But this time Nick said, there's no names or anything on it. Like, how do you know that it's, how do you know that it's yours?
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have confessed that you look at kiwi farms. That go
I was just trying to get ahead of things. Okay.
cuck porn. Yeah, you fucking idiot. It's like you hate cuck porn, you moron.
The three areas of emphasis have been the Hackamania photos, the Google history, and who had consent to do what and when.
Okay.
Which to me is like, why? Why are we talking about this? The Hackamania photos had nothing sexual or intimate or requiring of consent for those. Anyone can take those pictures. There's pictures of Aaron in hot tub streams. There's pictures of Aaron like ripping his shirt off as
He
Hulk
consented
Hogan.
to that, Moody.
Right. Okay,
gave
but
his
it's like
consent.
it's not like someone
No, I
saying
know.
I'm modest and these are nipples that have never been seen by the public before. It's very much like it's like it's happened before, and this is a non-sexual picture of you. So, I mean, Yeah.
I can't
Got
connect
me.
the dots between these photos were shown at Hackmania 2 years ago, and this guy might drive into my house. Like,
Right.
I don't even know how we're connecting these dots. And I was like,
Right.
So wait, you don't like getting made fun of on the internet, or you're actually physically afraid for your personal well-being?
Right. It's a very sort of loose connection between like this guy might kill me to this guy has a limited number of pictures of me that he's already released.
And I have to point this out because Aaron has said numerous times, these guys tried to run me off the internet. They wanted me to end my show. No, if we're making fun of you, I don't want you to leave. Keep
Right.
doing a show. Do 3 shows a day. It's insane to think that Nick would want to off this guy or cause any bodily harm to him. It's like, no, we like making fun of you.
No,
Please stick around.
The person that wants Aaron to leave the internet is his daughter, who wrote to him
Yes.
in a letter saying that the internet makes him sad and she wishes he wasn't on his phone all the time. Like that's who wants you to get off the internet.
And we
None
know
of us
that
do.
because Aaron read that note to us on his show.
Right.
Fucking idiots.
Oh, they shared the content of a personal note to me. You share Aaron shares
Yes.
every detail of his life. He makes everything available. So it's like, do we want it to stop? Absolutely not. It's very entertaining. It's very fun watching Aaron destroy his own life. And he doesn't need any help doing that.
Exactly.
So then, Nick discussing Aaron's genitals was brought up on direct exam of Nick. So,
This is great. This is awesome.
so something that Aaron has said in both his HRO applications is that Nick and Patrick are both obsessed with his genitals and his sex life and discuss it frequently.
Yes.
We've made no secret of us discussing both Aaron's genitals and his sex life on this show because it is relevant to his show since he discusses those openly on his show all the time.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's nickname is Slam Piece. Care to comment on that?
The way Nick answered so casually and without a hint of embarrassment really stood out. This is this guy's words. In his answers, Nick took every opportunity to include the embarrassing details. So these would be things like Aaron would always cup his hands over his genitals when they were around, that he was insecure about them and all that stuff.
Grower, not a shower. Yeah.
Right.
We know.
On the
we-
record now, for sure, forever, Aaron.
Hilarious.
Oh, this is in a court transcript now.
You're
somewhere.
welcome.
Oh, Jesus.
I never want to hear cute as a button when a girl's talking about your dick.
Yeah. Every time I need to use a kickstand, I'm like,
Yeah.
So, based on Aaron bouncing around in his seat, the topic really caused Aaron to get agitated. So, he was fidgety while Nick was discussing this in court.
Very uncomfortable.
You know,
And he said that
this-
the jizz eating hasn't come up yet, was the note.
this actually might be a good time. I'm going to play a clip and we'll keep it short, but this is very interesting. I actually touched upon this on Dabbleverse Live yesterday. And I think it's key to what we're talking about right now, where Aaron acts like he's in control and that these hearings are awesome and he's crushing it. He's looking forward to it. And he's got the best lawyer in the world and all this stuff. But then he says shit like this on his show.
Most interest says, did you wear your funeral suit to the meeting? No, I did not. Wait a minute. Do I have a funeral suit? I got court on Friday. Don't make me self-conscious. I'm all set for court. Everything's good to go. I'm looking forward to it. Kind of having the last little showdown on that whole deal. And now you're telling me that I have a funeral suit? I hope not. I only have church suits, court suits. Those are really my only 2 suits.
Lawsuits, birthday
As
suits.
I understand it. Fuck you, dude, with $1. He says, I'm debating taking the day off and going to the courthouse. Don't do that. Like, here's my thing.
This is great. All right. So a guy's like, I want to support you, Aaron. I'm going to go to the courthouse.
Aaron has
Leave
not
these-
had a single person turn up to support him in any of these hearings.
Shocking.
People alone. Like, leave these court people alone. They don't like you being there. They don't like having all these people just gawking and looking. It's, in my opinion, it's disrespectful of the court. Some people like to pack the courtroom because they're insecure. So I don't need any help. I appreciate it. I appreciate all your well wishes. go to work, make money for your families. I feel very good about everything going on Friday. So you guys just enjoy yourselves, have your days. Don't bother yourself with any of this shit. Like, I'm not insecure enough to be like, we need to load up the whole thing.
No, you're so insecure, you don't want anyone there as they're talking about your small and insignificant genitalia as part of the hearing. And it's crazy to me that you can see his insecurity shining through in this clip. It's a perfect example of the gaslighting that he does. I don't want you there because I'm so confident that this is going to fucking rule and I don't even need your support. It's like, no. Aaron doesn't want anyone there because he doesn't want eyewitnesses for this exact reason, because now we're going through what actually happened in court. Aaron admitting that he's a pussy and, hearing about all this embarrassing shit.
I have the best
That's why
lawyer in
Melton
the
was
world.
there to begin with.
Yep.
Melton was there to report and have
Precisely.
sort of,
Right. So we can get the truth because we know Aaron will twist everything and will lie about
For
everything
a-
that happened.
For a very right-wing First Amendment guy, this is very counter to any of
Well,
that.
it goes back to the thing where he says, I don't do drama on my show. And for a long time, he's like, this is a drama-free zone. Drama shows are gay. And then as soon as the quartering and Chrissy Mayer and Melanie Mack have something going on and
Right.
Brittany Venti, every fucking thumbnail has these people in it. It's like, it's
And
something you like
this is-
drama.
he loves that.
He's the same guy that went to all these protests and bought his streaming gear that he doesn't use because he stopped going to protests. But he wants to be a reporter. Like, citizen reporting is something important to him. He was talking to that pedophile vigilante group that he wanted to join as well.
Oh, yeah. What happened to that? I thought he got a new job.
Fell through.
Oh. He was very excited about the Kiwi farmers that showed up at the courtroom to see the body cam footage of Ricada's house. He was all for
Right.
that.
Oh, that's awesome when that happens.
Just saying.
Told I absolutely love the guy. He's kicking ass and taking names on this whole thing, and we're gonna bring it home on Friday. So, you guys go to work, spend time with your families, spend time with your kids, have some fun.
It's unbelievable. He has to reiterate again. So again, do not come to court. I do not want you coming to this courtroom. Please don't come to this courtroom. And he knew it's going to be embarrassing for him. So I'm sorry. Carry on, Moody.
So then Nick's on the stand. Nick talked about going on This Little Piggy once and described the show. So we've got another mention. This is, I think, the second time we've got a mention. Where they played This Little Piggy last time. So
The judge was
So
like,
Nick-
hear that theme song again? That's a fucking earworm right there. That's good stuff.
Nick talked about going on This Little Piggy once and described the show as being popular because people like to laugh about Aaron. Then he added, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just true.
It is true.
It's accurate. That's an accurate description of the show.
Yeah.
So then Aaron's lawyer asked Nick about the comment where Nick said he is talking about Aaron because he's not dead yet. So this is on Twitter. Someone asked, why haven't you stopped talking about Aaron? And Nick responded with, because he's not dead yet. Implying that he's going to talk about Aaron for the rest of his life.
Right.
Aaron took that as a threat and said, this means he wants to kill me. And that's how he presented that. So the lawyer asked why
didn't Aaron say that if Nick came to his house, he'd make him part of his driveway?
correct.
That
Nick
sounds like
the
a
Worm
threat, like an actual
Ricada.
physical threat, right?
There's a month before he filed the HRO, he said he's not the one who needs a protective order. Nick is the one that needs it. If Nick showed up, Aaron could turn him into part of the pavement.
Yes.
So the lawyer asked why he said that, and Nick said because it's proper English. So it's like Nick's being Nick on stage. I
On
find
stage. On the stand, but yeah.
like it's a stage to him. It's
Yep.
like when he says stuff like this, it's like all right. It's like I can't. This is the. It's like okay. There are things with Nick I just can't connect with. This is a
He's hoping Stalin 19's there to clip it. I get it.
right. It's like, that's not the Stonies visit, but shows like how little concern he has with the whole thing. He doesn't care about the procedure, I guess. The Stonies visit came up and Nick was asked how he knew Aaron wouldn't be there. And Nick said because he had just watched him be arrested.
Right.
So
Yep.
one of the things Aaron was saying is like these guys are going around to places that I frequent, and they knew that he wouldn't be there, and that's yeah.
I mean, Aaron doesn't go to Stoney's. He goes there once a year.
Right.
So that's ridiculous. It's nowhere near where he lives. And they just saw him get taken off to jail. And they're like, all right, let's go grab a burger.
It's the safest time to be in St. Cloud and not run into Aaron.
Yeah. When he's in jail, right.
You know, unless you commit a crime.
Sure. Unless you burn down the apartment building that you're living in.
Right. When asked if it was his MO to threaten people, Nick said, I don't threaten people physically, economically, or emotionally. I tend to laugh at things. So,
I think that's true.
Yeah. I mean, he says, I hope they get $1 million.
Right.
Look, I think these two are as vengeful as each other. You can make moral judgments over like who's good, I'm saying all of that aside, these two are going to lock horns forever. It's
like watching Breaking Bad or The Sopranos. Like, who are the good guys? I don't know. we're just watching it all unfold. You know,
I can't quit you.
All of that aside, like they're going to be locking horns forever until some other external event ends up happening that stops them. I don't think the pettiness will stop from either side.
I mean, honestly, and maybe this is my perspective, but as I said earlier in the program, Aaron got off to a quick start on this where he was able to talk about Nick for months.
Right.
Nick wasn't allowed to say anything back.
Right.
And so I feel like Nick probably owes Aaron some shit back for a while, you know?
Absolutely. Well within his right to respond to everything that he can talk shit to each other. Like that is what you do, especially in radio beefs like Aaron likes to have. That is how they go on, and they can go on forever. I'm just saying
in the gay Dabbleverse.
Right. These guys are gonna go at it forever. Like the fight is just never gonna stop.
Don't you feel like it would have been much different though if like April had just gone off, they ended up being divorced, and Aaron didn't come on and do the whole media tour? Like how different things would be. I do think that they're both very vengeful. I don't disagree with that. I think they're both can be very petty.
Totally.
But Aaron's coming out here talking about all the sexual things, all the details of the romantic side of whatever the polycule situation was, and all the drugs on top of it, the children, that like he told everything. And like you said, you know, no, Nick couldn't say anything. April and Kayla weren't gonna anyway, I don't think, other than when, Aaron April had her little meltdown.
Aaron fired the first nuke in public. Like that's what he did.
Nick would have never brought any of this shit up. He didn't
I don't
want
think
this
so
information
either.
to get out there. And it's funny. Aaron called Nick a horrible father on multiple occasions. You know, he said they were bad parents. I made fun of Aaron for not wanting to hang out with his kids over Memorial Day weekend, and he had to do a whole fucking segment about what an asshole I am and how I'm mad because I don't have kids or something like that.
You're just jealous.
It's like being called a shitty dad sucks, right, Aaron? You don't like it either? So Nick's kind of pissed about it too.
Yeah, I think that it would have gone on for a really long time, Moody, but I just think maybe not to the degree we've seen, because now he owes it to him. He's like, well,
I agree with you. I don't think Nick would have ever brought any of this stuff to light because it's deeply embarrassing to everyone involved. Yeah. It's just, I think Aaron doesn't see the world in a way where he's really that concerned for his own. Like, if he can hurt himself in order to like hurt someone else, he'll do that. And he won't care about hurting himself in the process, or the ones he loves around, the ones that are around him, you know?
Sure.
So I think that's where it all fell. From Nick's side, I would have seen this as like mutually assured destruction. It's like, hey, dude, I know we've had a falling out.
Yes.
But this is pretty embarrassing stuff if it gets out. Let's all just walk away from each other and not say anything.
Here's what you say. Yeah, here's what you say if you're Nick. I won't talk about your penis size if you don't talk about my drug use. Are we good?
Well, it's not even drug use. Like, go off and talk about all the drug use. All of that stuff's out in public. But he started dragging like sexual stuff into it. Right. The polycule situation. That would have all been speculation from people. They would have said like, oh yeah, April was over there. They're in a polycule. Nick stole April's wife. That would have been a funny conspiracy theory that people have that they'd bring up. We know it's true because Aaron spoke about it.
Right.
That's no one would have known or had it verified to be true unless it came from either Aaron, Nick, Kayla, or April. And Aaron was the only one speaking.
Yep.
For a very long time. Cool. Nick, but now that we're in this situation where they're already in a fight, I think that the fight just doesn't. It's gonna keep going. I'm here for it. Like I'll
Me too.
I'll grab some popcorn. It
Absolutely.
can get interesting. It's got boring spells with the going through the lawsuit stuff, lawfare that drags on for months. But look, it's been entertaining too.
Yeah. So, is there any other? So what's the conclusion, or do you have more?
There's more.
details. Okay.
So when Aaron was on the stand, he said, and this is a quote, "Face to face, man to man, staring at each other, I have no fear of Nick Recator, but this man is obsessed with me, and he could do something I don't see coming."
Right.
So that's the.
You could do lots of things you don't see coming. What does that mean?
Well, it doesn't matter if he sees it coming or not. He's still going to lick it up afterwards.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
And that's the story that I heard. I don't know.
It's so true, though.
So
Got him.
then, Mama K. So this is the lady that's obsessed with Nick, that goes to all of Nick's hearings. I'm not going to get into it, but she had her phone on her. She's the one that reports to Kiwi Farms about Nick. So she had her phone on her, and when she turned it off during testimony, Siri started talking. So they confiscated her phone during that time.
That's funny.
There were 2 videos that played, but you couldn't see or hear them from the gallery.
That's not good. What were the videos? What was the content? Was it Aaron talking about how he's not afraid of Nick? And
I think that's one of them.
Gotta be, right?
yeah.
And then the other one was he told me we're jumping ahead, but he said that Aaron's attorney played the video of Nick and Melton the night Melton was in town. We watched 5 minutes of it, and the judge stops and asks Aaron's attorney what the purpose was.
That's funny.
So then we go to this afternoon has gone. Nick is sick. He's in pain, and he had to leave the stand once because of how much pain he was in. So Nick was in a car crash 3 days
Monday.
ago or something like that.
It was Monday.
Plus, he has his period.
It's a
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Brutal combination.
yeah.
it's a pretty. It was like it looked rough. It didn't look like a nice one to be involved
His van
in.
was totaled.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing that they all walked away from
Right.
that.
Very lucky that happened. The sparring between Nick and Aaron's attorney has been top-notch comedy. So Nick as in Nick Recator, not Nick's lawyer, and Aaron's attorney. Once it got so bad, the judge stopped things and brought the attorneys to the chambers. The best line was, "Why did you think it was okay to talk about my client's genitalia?" Nick replied with, "I learned it from your client."
Yes.
The attorney said, "What?" And then Nick said, "I watched Mr. Imholt discuss his genitalia in the context of him being unable to make his wife orgasm."
Wow. That's a great answer.
That's on record.
Play the clip.
Oh, Aaron.
It's already been on record. It
Yes,
is on the
but
Steel
not
Toe
in the
Morning Show
court.
channel. You could go watch that.
Yes,
awesome.
but not in the court system. Oh, my Lord.
All right.
Ooh.
On that note, I want to take a quick break. Supertip.gg/WATP. We'll be back with more information from this afternoon's court proceedings. But first, Misfits coming in. As a Hackamania attendee, I witnessed Melton doing skateboard tricks in the Plaza parking lot. We'll testify this under oath. Hit me up, Toe. Yeah, his back was fine. He was skating the vert ramp. It's pretty crazy.
If you said he was doing donuts, I would have believed you.
Eating donuts.
Mole Clone 1. I was involved in a horrible crash with some idiot's van the other day, but thank God for this little piggy. I see what you did there.
Were you driving a payloader?
Must have
I
been.
think that's what he's saying. Chad Boozbach, big celebrity coming in.
Melton is a pussy and not coming to court for the HRO I filed in order to keep him away from me. What do you mean that doesn't make sense? Let Carl and Moody explain it for me.
I mean, I bring this up every fucking time. Aaron does this victory lap like, I can't believe Melton didn't come to St. Cloud, Minnesota. It's like, that's the guy you're afraid for your daughter. Why would you want him anywhere near your house, you idiots?
There has been a total of maybe an hour and a half where they have been within proximity of each other that would fall under this physical restraint. Like the physical restraint, even if it goes through, doesn't change anything for either of them.
Right.
It's the not being able to talk about each other, which I don't know if that's on the cards or not.
So Aaron wakes up, looks at Kiwi Farms, then cuck porn, then struts down to the basement to start the show. Yes.
Yeah.
And then also after the show, too.
Yeah, after the show. Right before the show, he watches it and all the time.
It's crazy. Labyrinth Mystic, who gifted 10 memberships earlier.
Aaron, whatever happened to your basketball buddies in prison? Just another lie, just another story. If you were truly Christian, you could have some humility and just be honest. But no more lies.
Is that Beggy Monster's role? I mean, I don't know if that's Beggy Monster's concern. He just wants the money coming in. Mm-hmm. Anonymous.
When Nick's essence entered my body, I absorbed his stupidity. So we both violated the gag order, and I admitted jerking it to cuck porn, just like Nick preemptively talked about choke slamming his kid. The cum demon made us do it. While I am sometimes possessed by demons that make me do things, Nick has no reason to believe that I would act irrationally and drive my car into his house.
What a fucking trial this is. It's so wild.
We've seen Aaron's drywall in his garage. He drives his car into his own house.
True.
It's true. Cash found a photo of my dog. You know, they say that like the pets look like their owners.
Yeah.
Love
That
it.
is
Dabble
that is
dogs.
my dog, Carl, right there. Amazing. They would find that. Let's see here. Spencer K. E-Rock is an OG tow boy. That's true. Eric Nagel did hire Aaron to be on Compound Media.
Yeah, and how's that going?
Jay Loiterer, $5. Moody, why can't you do the members only shows in Melton's absence? You could share charts and fix super tip in real time. Be a good soldier.
I'm not a soldier. I'm a free agent. I do what I want, and I'm not interested in doing a members only show.
He's not interested in fixing super tip, is what he's telling you.
No, I'm not.
Ozone, $5. Nick appears to be trying to lose, and he's going to drag Patrick down with him.
I don't know. I do think Nick is taking detours to try to embarrass Aaron while he's on the stand. It's very funny to watch. But yeah, that's, I don't know if he's trying to lose. He's going on side quests.
You know, I'll say this, and Nick would probably definitely refute this. And if he comes back on later, he might pop on later. He can tell me I'm full of shit. Nick might not really care that much because it's like the only thing that he can't do is be near Aaron, and they don't live anywhere near each other. So I can see him being like, I think whatever.
I think Nick, if this comes to a First Amendment thing where the judge rules that they can't talk about each other, I think Nick would end up appealing it.
Sure, I do too.
Yeah, I think so too.
No way does he stand down and allow, like, based on his channel, what he stands for, and all of that, like that runs totally counter to his values.
And you've heard Nick say before, like they wanted to avoid him at all costs because of Kayla. I mean, before it's just a Nick and Aaron thing, you know, so obviously they don't want to be anywhere near each other.
Right.
Just Jules, E-Rock sat in Steel Toe Morning Show chat every day while Compound fell apart. Mm-hmm. So you're blaming Steel Toe on ruining Compound Media? I agree.
Why not?
Nana Feeder, Aaron will drop HRL if Haley turns off the filters.
They're just playing with me.
Was Nick driving Kayla to see Matt when he crashed?
Who's Matt?
I don't know. All right. Getting back to our spy report, boots on the ground in the courtroom. What proceeded this afternoon?
Cool. There were at least 10 more just as funny examples. When they stopped it for a recess, I saw the court reporter looking at his screen and trying to stop from bursting out in his laughter. Then he'd look over at Nick.
Nice.
There are some pretty ridiculous things being said. You wouldn't be getting into this stuff all the time. So then we'll come to the end, and then there's like a couple of extra things. So the attorneys need to submit First Amendment briefs by August 21st, and the judge rules shortly after. Done for the day. So they need to have some briefs written, like their final arguments, and send
What
those
the
in
fuck? It's
by August 21st.
I'm getting sued for $600,000, and I feel like the attorney who's, taking this less seriously, or the judge, than this stupid HRO thing. Like, really, you can't just see through this? Is this guy's butthurt? This guy's making fun of him on the internet?
Well, isn't it true the judge is up for some kind of a seat somewhere in the county or something? I heard that the
there's
judge
some re-election or
right. So
something.
he's like scared to rule one way or the other. So I'm
being
not disagreeing
scared
with you.
being scared to rule, but it's like, is this going to be part of the competitor's campaign ad? What are we talking
It's
about?
nuts.
This means that this hearing has been going on for a year by the time that gets sent in.
Over a year,
And
yeah.
It's a year and it was like 3 months after that year, or 2 months after the HRO was filed, is when the hearing started. And already that was like, this is taking forever to get to a hearing. Now it's like a year later is when it's going to wrap up. And then Patrick's one will take even longer than that, which is crazy. If Nick hadn't fought the HRO, he would be done with it by the end of this month.
Yep. Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts.
That's nuts.
That's what's going on.
It's a waste of everyone's time.
And the judge is under no obligation as well to respect the end of the TRO. So the TRO gets given for a period of up to 2 years. And then an HRO gets granted at the end of this hearing process, and that can be for up to 2 years. He doesn't need to respect the end of one TRO for the HRO. So they could be utilizing this facility to have someone have like an HRO like thing against them for more than the 2 year period within one thing, which is kind of nuts. Like this is the whole like justice delayed is justice denied sort of thing.
Right.
The last line by each attorney were this was Aaron's attorney kept making a big deal about Nick's use of gay and faggot. Eventually, Nick said, if I ever use those words to someone that's gay or a lesbian, I would immediately apologize. Nick's attorney asked him, on XYZ date, did you apologize for calling someone gay? Nick said yes. Nick's attorney asked him, and who was that? And Nick said, you.
No.
Nick's attorney then says, Your Honor, no further questions. Then Aaron's attorney steps up to the plate, says, did you ever apologize to my client for calling him gay? And Nick says, no, because he blocked me on every platform, and I have no idea why I would ever apologize to him for calling him gay. No further questions.
What is this? What are they doing? Like, what's?
Aaron's attorney. This is what does this have to do with someone feeling in danger?
That's what I mean. Right.
Aaron uses these words against people all the time.
No shit.
Aaron's
we have a
attorney,
whole game show based on how often Aaron uses the word gay.
Yep.
And I mean, again, but that kind of shows like, oh, your feelings were hurt. Like that's very different than feeling like you're threatened physically.
Yeah. Aaron's attorney, you threatened to call my client a faggot in court. Nick, that was more of a promise. Jesus Christ. And then Nick at one point said, I had to hold my wife and his wife while they begged him to stop. I think this is in relation to like Aaron saying stuff about them.
Right.
So Nick was
Yeah,
playing a
that'd be
husband
brutal
to,
for those two.
Right. Like, oh, what a horrible thing. They thought that this mutually, in a rational situation, if four people found themselves here, no one would talk about it. Like, they just.
Yeah, when you break up with someone, you don't go around talking about how her pussy smells. Right, Karmic?
Right, because then she'll go on a show and talk about side by side.
And also, your future girlfriend will be like, I don't want to date this guy. He's going to talk bad shit about me when we break up.
Nick was talking about Aaron trying to stop Nick from being in court to support his wife during the victim impact statement. Yes, that's a thing that happened. So during the sentencing of Aaron, the sentencing hearing of Aaron for the revenge porn against Kayla, Nick's wife, Aaron wrote to the courts and said, I have an HRO against Nick and I don't want him to be there at this hearing. And Nick was his wife's support person who was the victim of the crime.
Right.
Which is crazy.
He's so flippant about this thing too. Isn't he still on probation currently?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
He's on probation. He thinks he's getting out of probation a year into it, even though probation is 2 years.
Mhm.
So
Right.
we'll
Keep
see
saying
what happens
October.
with that.
The other day he said October.
It's so weird that he uses this as like, I went to jail, as if like this was thrust upon him.
Mm-hmm.
The big bad internet came and got him and forced him into jail. It's like, Aaron, you committed a crime.
Right.
And then you're so dumb, you couldn't agree to you couldn't obey the terms.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane to me that the way he acts about it now, as if like he is a martyr in all of this. Like, no, you committed a crime against someone.
Support his wife during the victim impact statement. Aaron's attorney challenged him and suggested he was there to harass Aaron. Nick said, I was there to support my wife. Aaron's attorney goes on to issue more challenges of Nick.
Did he harass him or anything? Or I mean, he didn't do anything.
They never
so-
spoke. Like they were brought in behind.
Exactly.
Like they were never within his eyesight.
So you don't have to like try to predict what would have happened. It did happen, and nothing happened.
And a bailiff was there. Like,
Yeah.
what harassment would he? What physical threat were you under? There's not many safer rooms than that one. Aaron's attorney goes on to issue more challenges of Nick. Nick says to the attorney, "You must not be married." Aaron's attorney says, "I'm not." Nick says, "I wonder why."
Oh Jesus!
And at that point, the judge ordered everyone into the chambers and threatened Nick with contempt.
He threatened him with contempt?
Yeah. Aaron's attorney repeatedly tried tying Patrick and Nick together, doing shows together, etc. Nick's simple answer generally was, I have no idea why that happened. It was on Melton's show and I'm not Melton.
Yeah.
The whole thing has been weirdly tied together. Like the judge refuses to hear anything to do with Patrick until the issue with Nick is done.
Doesn't make any sense.
No.
It even says it in the HROs that there's like an overlap and that, Melton may be called as a witness in this case and vice versa. That's interesting.
It's just like how I don't like, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not based in Minnesota, but like surely like like an aggressive lawyer could go in there and twist the arm to like speed up the process for one of them. It seems wild that it's taking this long.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's attorney played the video of Nick and Melton. We saw that. Aaron's attorney asked Nick if he and Melton went to Aaron's gym. Nick responded, "It's not Mr. Imholt's gym. He doesn't own it. It is a boxing gym."
Great answer.
Yep.
Went to Aaron's gym.
Right.
Was Mr. Imholt a member of the gym? Nick, I have no idea. I was a member of the gym though.
Yep.
It's like,
That's amazing.
so you're not allowed to go to Aaron's gym at all.
Well, also, Aaron makes Coach Scott this character on his show and then cries foul. People are like, I want to talk to Coach Scott over here. He seems like a fun character.
The owner of the gym did a long interview that was very friendly with Patrick during that day.
Yep.
Like no one was being harassed. It was a goof. Like it
Coach
was
Scott
fun.
is so dumb. He talked to Chad Zubak multiple times. I can't think
They're
of a bigger waste
friends.
of time. I know.
They're besties now.
Best friends, yeah.
Yeah. Leave Scott alone. Don't reach out. He's out of the toe sphere. He's not involved
him.
anymore.
He still
Aaron's
lives out
a-
in Super Tip, though.
Yeah.
He does, as does Matt. Aaron's attorney asked Nick why he went to Stoney's, and Nick said, because your client advertises that people should go, and I was with people from out of town.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you want? This
Fair
guy
enough.
he's got the logo on his every program.
How pissed would you be if you were Stoney's? It's like if someone who Aaron doesn't like ends up going to Stoney's, they get involved in legal disputes. So if you go to Stoney's, you might get sued by Aaron. You might get a harassment restraining order put on you. Aaron's attorney asked, why did you post the Google history? And Nick responded, because there were searches for me, followed by searches for cuck porn, and that might be the funniest thing ever.
Oh my God, this is amazing. God damn. I wish I was here for this.
In many of his responses, Nick repeated, in no way do I care about Mr. Imholt's feelings. Aaron's attorney, what would make you call someone a faggot? Nick responds, typically anything if I think it's funny.
What is Aaron's attorney trying to accomplish here?
Right.
He's
It's
just
like,
setting
how-
him up. He's just lobbing it over the plate for him. Why are you calling that gentleman right there a faggot? Can you explain that to us? Actually, I'd love to. Thank you for asking.
Also, it's legal to do that. It's you can argue it like, sure, that's an aggravating factor if you're punching someone or like committing violence against them and they happen to be gay. Yes,
Right.
that's like that impacts things. Saying that word to someone is like uncouth, but you're free to do that. You can do that.
But it
I don't
hurt.
know
It hurt a
what it
lot,
had-
Moody.
Well, if Aaron identifies as gay, then maybe it starts to become a little bit more relevant.
Does he identify as gay?
I don't think so.
Maybe he
said-
does. He's so offended by this word. I only
said
know
he was
gay guys who are offended by that word.
He said he was possessed by a succubus, and the role of a succubus is to gather as much seed from men as possible so that she can have demon babies.
Right.
So
Now this is starting to
Aaron's
make
doing
sense.
that.
It's
This
all
is making
coming
sense
together.
now.
I
Yeah.
just love that, like, through the whole like Aaron with the demons thing, he's like, I was possessed by a demon, but I didn't do gay stuff. Like, it was a straight
Yeah.
it was a straight demon.
That was a different demon, yeah.
It was definitely straight. When asked again why he posted the Google history, Nick replied, I posted it because it was funny, and it was made a whole lot funnier when your client claimed ownership of it. I will never be able to fathom why someone would do that.
Amazing. Nick's killing it. I mean, we're not hearing both sides. I don't know if there are other things that happen, but
And that's
these are very funny answers.
that's pretty much it. This person was quite a fan of a lot of Nick's responses, says that they almost bursted out laughing a few times, and they really, really
Yeah, I
enjoyed it.
wonder why Aaron didn't want people to go to the courthouse to witness this.
There's a flip side to this, I guess. It might be worthwhile just very quickly looking at
Tiger.
this. Yeah. So this is the Mama K. This is the one who goes to all the hearings. She was there today.
Okay.
So from her point of view, like, it's like a totally different story from her side. So
Okay.
this is why I was kind of saying, like, I'm being told through someone else. It's not me. It's because, like, these are two people sitting in the same room and they have completely different experiences of what happened. Nick is in the middle of testifying. Nick is being Nick. He's already been reprimanded on the stand. Lewis is horrible. That's Nick's attorney. Nick has no visible injuries. Nick puts on his sunglasses before he gets up to leave the courtroom.
I mean, we kind of reported on all of that, I would say.
There was a
that's
big, huge
consistent.
bruise on his forearm, just to be fair. He did a show last night and he was talking about his arm hurting, and you can see big yellow, and, I'm just saying. I guess he had
If you're
long
wear-
sleeves on, but
if you were wearing a seatbelt, I mean, unless he took his shirt off, you wouldn't be able to see
right.
bruising. Like,
And there were airbags that were deployed, yeah.
they've covered a lot. Nick has talked about Aaron's penis on the stand and called him his boyfriend multiple times.
Okay.
No.
That's funny.
Melton's HRO stands until he can make it here. Based on the judge's questions and statements, I believe it's going well for Aaron. So it's like totally different info
Well,
I was getting.
that right there is just an opinion piece. But so far, everything that this person has posted is what we've already talked about.
It's similar,
consistent,
but
yeah.
it's like reaching completely different conclusions.
Well, right.
I had an embarrassing moment where I was trying to power off my phone and Siri started talking. The bailiff took my phone at the next break. She told me I wasn't getting it back till the end and I would have to talk to the judge, but she gave it back with a stern warning.
But I guess my follow-up question to that previous tweet would be, but this is a harassment restraining order. Based on what do you think that Nick shouldn't be allowed within 1,000 feet of Aaron Imholt? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
But the whole thing is they're trying to escalate it beyond the physical threats to also be about mentions. And so that's why they keep bringing in speech into it. Which
It's not about that.
the speech
It's
is
never
quite,
been about that.
The speech is so mild. I don't know why they would.
And it should be about communication between the parties, period.
Like,
And there's not been any.
Right.
The reason why Aaron wasn't allowed to talk about his ex-wife was because he was fantasizing about murdering her with
Yes.
with April on the show as April masturbates. Like that
And
was
she's not a public figure. That's another
No.
very important
That's
piece
true.
of this.
That's
Right.
true.
So April is I don't know what the status is. She doesn't want any part of this anymore.
she's
Kayla doesn't
she's
want any
gone.
part of
She's
this.
retired.
But Aaron and Nick both have YouTube channels.
Mm-hmm.
They're both public figures. You can say a lot of crazy shit about people who put themselves out there.
Yeah.
Doesn't
if
Haley
you thought-
know about that?
Ugh.
If you thought me covering Aaron's speeding tickets was enthralling, here's Mama Kay covering parking meters.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think they can put money in the meter all day.
I'll double check on my website. Please get back to us.
Wow.
So
Mama Kay.
I live in a country where you could do that with an app. So I don't know. Maybe it's possible he was.
So then it got really spicy so many times. The judge will make his decision by August 21st at the latest. That's not what we found. It
You said
was
August 1st, right?
submit by August 21st.
Right.
Oh,
Submit the
by.
briefs
Submit
by
there.
August 21st, and he'll make his judgment soon after that. By the way, I got in trouble again. I legit almost got kicked out. I have so much to say, but I need to eat and decompress, and then I'll do a recorded interview with this person. As far as filling everyone in on the rest, I'm not sure. I do know I don't want to write it all out. That's the reporter. So I'm really glad we had the person that we did.
Yeah.
in there.
For
Yeah.
sure.
But that's it from the reporting from our side.
Well, that's not it for the reporting from our side. We also have a courtroom sketch.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Dorkbird returns to court. Brilliant artist here.
Nice.
Yes. Thank you,
I feel like he's
Nick.
peering around the corner or something at somebody. That's creepy.
He's been doing his jaw exercises.
Yeah, the double chin's great. I don't know about the hair up here.
It's that forehead is way too small. It needs
Yeah,
to be
he
bigger.
wishes.
Very
wishes he-
severe features, though.
he looked
Those
like
are very
that.
clear.
The missing teeth is a good touch, though.
Yes.
Yeah, I just noticed that. That's funny. All right, what you guys want to hear Aaron talking about his courtroom expectations from this morning's show?
Sure.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get into that. Who clipped this? Was it Stalin? Yes, it was.
And we're going to get right to it. I do have court today at 9:00 for one of the HROs. We'll talk about one of them real quick. We're about half done with the one that we're having the hearing for today. This is a continue.
Does it bother anyone else that Aaron can't get changed after his show? He has to play dress up whenever he has a court date.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It bothers me.
Yeah, it's so obnoxious.
I don't know if it's covered in this clip, but he said that like he's using this is getting into like men's dress wear, but he's wearing a 4-in-hand knot that is way too tight on that tie. That it should be a wider knot that he has on there that looks weird with that collar. But he said that the reason it's so tight is because he doesn't undo the tie in between wears. He will just like stretch it
Yes.
out, take it over his head, and he stores it like that, and then he puts it on later because he doesn't want to go through putting his tie
Tying a tie takes too much time for him?
No, his audience was giving him a bunch of shit this morning, and he was like, "Oh, I've got to watch like 2 or 3 YouTube videos before I get it right. I can't do it right here on screen."
And this is the easiest knot. It's the 4-in-hand.
Yeah.
There's no simpler knot to tie.
That's insane.
Right? That's
Also-
that ruins your ties.
Oh, yeah, no shit. Also, I want to point out, Blind Mike and I were laughing about this yesterday. It literally says 100 members from 600.
Right.
Why not 500 from 1,000 or
Yeah.
1,500 from 2,000?
Worst.
We can do the math.
Leave the numbers to
Continuation
me,
of
Guy.
something.
What's that?
Leave the numbers to me. I've got this.
Yeah, that's true. You're good at that.
about half done with the one that we're having the hearing for today. This is a continuation of something we did in August where we presented our case, did all of our stuff, went very well.
Went very well. This is the thing, like, whenever the news media writes an article about something you know really well, or it's about you, and you see like, oh, they're getting all these things wrong. And then you learn like, oh, almost everything I read is getting all these things wrong. Everything that Aaron reports to us is bullshit.
Yeah.
We all saw what happened the first court hearing. It's why it had to have a second one. That was supposed to get wrapped up in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Every time it's like this, like the US Safe Sport thing, when that was happening, it's like they got in touch with me. They sent me a really good, like they were sending him an automated message, and he was acting like the continental breakfast guy from Key and Peele. It's like automated forms, la di da. Like, what is this? Thank you.
He did that when he got demonetized from YouTube last
They
week or
sent me
whatever
a
it was
form.
too.
Thank you
Aria.
so much, Aria. Like, she's on my side. And then by
was
that
hilarious.
afternoon, he's like, she's a bitch.
That was fucking hilarious.
And we've been dying to finish this up, like really dying to finish this thing up. And
What is that about? Like, the HRO is in place. Whatever he wanted to have happen has been happening for all these
hasn't.
months. Well,
Yeah.
He wants a speech restriction.
no, I know,
That's
but
what
that's
all
not on
this
the
is
table. But that's not even on the table, though, is it?
He's arguing for it. He is
He
arguing
asked for it. Yeah.
He's asking for it. So the whole reason he's going through all of this, that's why he's bringing in speech as much as he can. That's why he's threatened to call me a faggot is a line that was said today. Is because he's trying to.
And he never brings that up. Like, whenever he talks about this stuff to his audience, he never brings up what the court appearance is, what it's about. He just talks about, like, we're winning and I feel good about it. Because he would never admit the fact that he doesn't want the people who make fun of him to be able to talk about it on the internet anymore.
The crazy thing is, if you offered Aaron to get rid of the physical restriction and only have a speech restriction, he would go.
You
for
would
that
take
deal.
it.
But
Yep.
that's all he wants, of course.
Yep.
Right.
No
Which
shit.
is nuts. Like,
Which
that
is
not
nuts.
what an HRO is for. You're scared of the person. Like,
He's
that's
a pussy. It turns out that Aaron's a thin-skinned little bitch.
Yep.
And Aaron, have me on your show. I want to come out and talk to you.
I think the less I say about that one, the better. I mean, you don't run a play action, 50-yard bomb when you're up by 40 points. So just, run the.
I miss his sports analogies. Remember when he used to be towards the goal? He was asking for big chunk plays and talking about overtime. And
chunk plays, and then there's the wrestling stuff that he gets into. It's just,
good stuff.
ball and, watch the clock dwindle down. But as far as the other one goes,
I've never watched a football game, and I watch a lot of football, where at the end of the game, it's a blowout, and so the one team starts making fun of the other team's genitalia. I've never seen that. This is actually very different than what you just described, Aaron.
I'd probably
Showing
watch
topless
football.
photos of each other.
You'd watch it if that's what they
did
got to
that.
do, right?
That's like that's basketball. Is
Right.
what you're describing.
Yeah.
You're right.
It just turns into a roast.
Yeah,
Roast battle.
that'd be fun.
watch the clock dwindle down. But as far as the other one goes, I this is going to hurt some of your feelings. Some of you who came here to be angry at the toe and you think I'm the bad guy. I mean, just remember, I am the guy who told you years ago that you're being lied to. You're being manipulated by a liar and a con man, and you got mad at me every time I told you. Patrick ain't showing up again. Patrick decided yesterday at the last minute that he didn't feel brave enough, or he didn't feel up to it to show up.
Bravery was the issue.
Didn't
Not
really
back
feel
pain?
up to it.
Not
Yeah,
back
I didn't
pain.
feel up to it. No,
It's
just
not
didn't feel
brave
it.
Enough. It's a skillish. It's a skillish.
And he started that sentence with, I'm the one telling the truth around here, guys. I've been telling you the truth for all this time. Patrick Melton didn't show up because he's not brave enough.
Right. Aren't the HROs on the other side of the fence?
This-
I don't understand who should be brave.
Right.
This lime tree has caused more monetary damage to Patrick, like lost earnings to Patrick, than Aaron ever has with all of this stuff.
Very true.
Patrick's done 3 shows over the last 2 months because of the lime tree. It's like there's What are you talking about?
It's not smart. It's not wise. But he ain't coming. Now,
see, this is the other thing too that Aaron does. And this is why the gaslighting the audience thing drives me insane. Because I don't know what he thinks his audience thinks or what he wants them to think. But when he says stuff like, if I were Patrick, I wouldn't do this. Patrick could never show up to court and never go into Minnesota ever again, and nothing would happen to him. Like, what is Aaron talking? What are the consequences of this?
Right.
He lives in a whole different state.
Right.
There's nothing that they're gonna be like, oh, we gotta bring him into Minnesota and throw him in jail. Like, no, the whole point is for him to not enter Minnesota.
Right.
Aaron's never been in danger. Aaron lied to get to this position. That's what's happened here. Regardless of how you feel about anyone involved in this, you might love Aaron and want him to win everything. He's lied and deceived his way into this position.
Right.
And that's crazy.
But I would love to ask him, this is why I want to go on his show, and that's why he won't have me on his show. I would love to ask him, like, what do you think are the negative consequences to Patrick not going to St. Cloud, Minnesota when a judge asks him to? What could possibly happen to him?
It gets you can
Nothing.
get held in contempt of court.
Oh, no.
You can get arrested for that.
It's ridiculous. The only reason why this hearing was held is because Patrick said, no, I don't agree to this HRO. I'm not doing anything to harass this guy. So the whole thing is insane.
Right. But you can end up getting arrested if a court demands that you're there and you could get there, then you can be held in contempt.
Who's
And how's
going
that work?
to arrest him, Moody? What's the
They'll
mechanism for
extradite
this?
him.
Well,
No,
they
they'll extradite
will.
him. But
There's something called uniform, I think, that allows them to like send out, I don't know if it's the right one, but being held in contempt in one place can trigger it somewhere else. For example, with Ethan Ralph.
Ethan Ralph, yeah.
He went and like broadcast a Zoom hearing of Aaron's what was it, arraignment?
Yeah.
And then when he was crossing the border from Mexico into the US, he was extradited from there to Minnesota. So yeah, you can.
I don't know if he hasn't been told. I mean, if he had been told what happened last time, I think he would have moved heaven and earth to show up. I don't know if he wasn't told what happened last time, but the judge was this close last time to granting a default judgment.
Oh no.
I mean,
I know, exactly. It's like,
Can't go near him. Sorry.
It's like he walks into this with the like presupposition that like Patrick is lying about his back pain.
right.
Like, he can't possibly be injured, and therefore everything else that Aaron's saying would make sense. But he's legitimately he's actually in pain.
Yep.
the whole point of today's hearing was you're going to come. I'm going to give you grace. I'm going to give you grace, and I'm going to let you come in and answer for the bullshit of not showing up last time and letting us know the day before that you weren't showing up and sending this note of questionable origin. He was going to have to answer for the note. They sent in at like 6 p.m. last night. I was talking to my attorney last night, and he goes, they just sent this into the court at like 6 p.m. after the court closed on a Thursday.
And Aaron was relieved because he believes that this man is going to try to murder him and have sex with his young daughter. So he must have been like, oh, thank God Patrick Melton's not coming to Minnesota. That's great news, right?
Well, it's a win. It's another win-win for the toe. It's like you can, if Patrick shows up, he made him show up. And if he doesn't show up, he's going to jail.
Right.
And said, yeah, his back hurts too much. He's not coming. So
Couldn't this all be used to prove that he's not actually physically threatened by Patrick Melton? I'm not an attorney, but I would think the fact that like he's taking victory lap after victory lap with the fact that Melton hasn't come to St. Cloud, Minnesota, I'd be like, this asshole's not afraid of my client.
No.
He wants him here.
I imagine that the first part of today is going to be a lot of waiting. They're probably going to go in chambers, and the attorneys are going to have a talk. I don't know what's going to happen. My attorney and I talked about the possibilities yesterday. All I can say is we're not going to say anything. We figure that, this is their pile of shit that they stepped on, and we're going to let them deal with it. Like I said, a lot of our thing is just, what's the Napoleonic quote? When your enemy is making mistakes, don't interrupt them. We're just going to sit back and see what happens.
The whole thing is like, it's being drummed up with all these like extra little details to try to distract you from what's happening. With this, like
Right.
Dr. Steve not being licensed somewhere, he wrote a note that he shouldn't have written. The underlying fact is Patrick is genuinely hurt and can't get on a plane. Like that is true. And and Aaron here is trying to get him into trouble because the note was from a different person and all of that. And then if a note comes in from someone else, it didn't come in with enough time, and therefore he's not actually hurt and he needs to show up. It's like he could be actually hurt and can't show up.
The contempt of court thing, my question would be like, okay, let's say the first doctor's note from Steve was fair, fine, everything's cool. And this second time that he couldn't come, maybe he had it from other doctors. I mean, there's no way to have contempt of court, you would think, if the doctor's note is explaining why you're not there in person, right?
I think you'd have a pretty easy defense for that one, but it's still,
Right?
if a judge is being shitty, I think that they're allowed to do whatever they want. So
True.
It's a fucking note. I
Right.
can't believe we're still talking about this
I
2
know,
months
I know.
on. Aaron's making this huge fucking deal. He wants this guy's livelihood taken away because there's a fucking note being written.
Don't you
What
know
a
that-
pussy bitch. Get over
Like-
it, Aaron.
Tennessee backs work different to Nevada backs, Carl. The backs are different across state lines.
So stupid.
That's what's going on today. Then we get to finish up that hearing from August where we presented our case, and we did a very good job of presenting our case.
You literally couldn't find videos. Like, you didn't have the files ready. It was so
Right.
embarrassing.
It was both sides were actually like that.
Yes. Yeah, it was brutal.
Nick's side tried to play the video that they played today about Nick the Worm Ricada. But last time they had submitted it as a link on a piece of paper. So the evidence that they'd submitted was a hyperlink on a printed piece of paper that doesn't mean anything on its own.
It was unwatchable.
Right.
Both attorneys were just fumbling and bumbling. It was brutal.
Yeah.
And his assessment is, we crushed it. Fucking awesome.
And then we're
I
going to
don't know if
finish.
you remember the photo of him going like,
Yeah, that's
Yes.
my favorite. That's my favorite one. He's so stressed out. He's like,
Finish that up. And I mean, there's a chance that this whole thing's over today. I mean, one of the cases is going to be over today.
Oh, yeah.
But the other one could be over essentially by forfeit. It's Back to the Future 3 when Biff Tannen is calling out Marty McFly, and Marty goes, I guess I have to forfeit. Forfeit? What's that mean, forfeit? It means you win without a fight, Buford. What? Forfeit? So yeah, that's what's going on today. I really don't have anything else for you. It's not that exciting. I'm just glad that we're doing this. I'm just happy that we're doing this. I've been waiting for this forever.
he's so nervous. And he should be. It's going to get embarrassing, and it did.
Yeah.
And so this is this cope, and he's lying and saying, like, this is awesome. I can't wait for this. I'm so excited about it. And there's evidence at the end of this clip that proves me right.
There's a lot that my attorney and I talked about on the phone that I'm very superstitious about, and I'm just not going to say anything. And I know that a lot of you are going,
this is telephone time from Bye Bye Birdie.
Yes.
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Brian.
Superstitious about? Is this a man? Are we watching a man right now?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No.
Do you want to get your crystals out or something? What are we talking about? Superstition.
oh, you won't say anything, so that means if we chide you enough, you're going to say something. No. In fact, once we're out of links today, I'm leaving. I'm so not saying anything that once we're out of links, I'll go. I got 2 things I want to play for you guys. If we get to those 2 things and there's no links, I'm out. I'll just sit around and wait.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Aaron.
Right. All right. Bye.
Wow, short show. Jeez, you don't say.
Until court starts. but I thought I'd come on for a couple of hours, say hi to you
Messing with his
guys.
tie.
So yeah,
You know how many times he
Oh, it's so uncomfortable. It's
It's
so
like
tight.
the 9th or 10th time in this clip. He's like,
He hates it. But he's a good little Catholic. He's a good at two shoes. He's showing us.
Melton's not showing up. He's not coming. I would say probably. I mean, look, I can only say if it were me and it were my attorney, I would be screaming. If it were my attorney, he would be screaming, "Get your fat ass on a plane and get here. This is not negotiable." But I'm not them. And I like the attorney that's going to be there today. What's his name? Brian Lewis. I like Brian. Like I had a one little back and forth with him in court the last time we were. I said something jokingly and he laughed. I like the guy.
What a great guy. He laughed at my joke. That's all it takes.
I like Brian Lewis. He seems like a stand-up dude, professional, nice guy. But I absolutely love my attorney, Brian Johnson. You need anything criminal, family, civil, anything like that.
I have a Brian Johnson gift card for the next person who gives me $20.
Brian, this is the ad read. This is what we call a package.
Yep.
This is what I'm selling you, Brian. Just write off your fees, and I could do 5 of these a month just for you.
yep.
Heller and Thien ask for Brian Johnson. If you're looking for a lawyer right now, if you're going, I need an attorney, I don't know what I'm going to do, so on and so forth. Brian Johnson, Heller and Thien, the guy's incredible. The guy's amazing. Nobody better. Nobody better.
Based on what?
Sounds like he's reading one of the Rumble ads that pops up, though, doesn't
Right.
it?
It's the worst ad copy ever.
Awful.
He's amazing. He's incredible. There's nobody better. Is there any substance to any of this? Or just
This is his third choice of lawyer for this case.
yeah.
Yes.
The first he didn't use Kolb, and then there was one that recused himself.
Yeah, one of
Yep.
them like quit.
Which my theory on that is Aaron would have said something stupid to him like, I'm not actually afraid of these people. I just want them to stop talking about me. Which and a lawyer is not allowed to lie to the court, so he would have had to recuse himself
tell me
in
that.
order to.
Montgomery, I think, was his name, right?
Yeah. W. Montgomery, and then this one is Brian L. Johnson. I remember he replaced a W with an L.
I see what you did there. Nice,
played.
Moody.
Then Brian Johnson from Heller and Thien. I love my buddy Casey Cobe. We're very good friends, so I will never put anyone above him. But they're 1A and 1A. They have to be
1A and 1A. You don't have to use the A. That's how we're going to compare them.
When is this St. Cloud lawyer tier list coming out?
Right.
When you make the chart, Moody.
tied for the top spot. I mean, look, Casey got me out of 2 marriages with relatively little financial pain. So that
I pay the bare minimum in child support. So this guy's great. My kids eat peanut butter sandwiches every day. So it's fucking awesome.
awesome, great. He got no courtrooms, settlements both times. Awesome, great work. I mean, one of them was aided by a drug arrest, but I mean, look, you take an assist where you can get them. But Brian Johnson at Heller and Thien, aces.
Hey, Brian, you
If
want to
I-
advertise to pieces of shit in St. Cloud? Well, have I got the show for you? You know these tow boys? Have I told you about my chat and Rumble and what they talk about in there?
Get ready for the clientele is going to start ringing you up.
Hey, my only regret is that I don't have more thumbs to hold up. We got one more link left. We're going to call it after that. I did say I would accept links for another 3 minutes, so get those in. Otherwise, we got one more, and it's been a great Rumble link, short Rumble link Friday, you guys. Thank you very much. I'll go retie my tie, get ready for court. You didn't hear? Looking to wrap up.
Feel free to loosen up now, Aaron. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Every time I die.
That to-do list is getting those easy wins in there.
Both HROs today would be my idea. Melton's not showing up again. He filed something at 6 p.m. last night at the last minute saying, yeah, I'm not coming. So judge was not happy about the last time. Can't imagine he'll be too happy about this. He was about to grant it last time, so I can't imagine this is going to make him happy. And then you remember that kick-ass hearing we had last August? We've been trying.
Oh yeah, who could
kick
forget
ass.
it?
Yeah,
Who could forget that?
Real kick ass.
Trying to finish that hearing, and today we get to do it, which is nice.
His kick-ass
TVP
hearing, he says he lies to his audience to not tell them how things actually are in his life.
Yeah.
TVP, he can't travel. Seethe more, bitch. He's been sitting for hours at a time. He's totally fine. He can get there.
Okay, so this is Aaron's new thing. Patrick Melton has done some streams recently where he's in a lot of pain. At one point, someone makes him laugh and he throws his back out as he's laughing.
Right, and he takes breaks
Takes
from
breaks, he has to go
Yeah.
stretch and shit. It's like anyone can see that Patrick is very uncomfortable during these breaks. And I don't even been on an airplane recently. I know Aaron's a tall guy. Not comfortable. Not a comfortable place to be.
even the
And the
front.
walking. Imagine the walking. Like he's forgetting the airport itself and traveling.
But even like the premier seats at the front are not that comfortable.
I mean, look at you, big shot.
No, like you
A first class isn't good enough for me, says Moody.
on domestic US flights. Yeah,
Is that
it
because your
sucks.
feet are hanging and you can't touch the ground?
Oh, bless
No,
it.
I've got extra leg room no matter where I sit.
That's true,
seat,
yeah.
every seat's an exit row.
He was asked to answer for his doctor's note written by someone without a doctor's license. He was given plenty of rope.
That wasn't-
He made his choice.
A
That
note
wasn't
was
the-
written by someone who didn't have a doctor's license.
The thing was the note was a forgery. Was the
That's
assumption?
what he thought.
there.
Yeah, that was the first thing, right?
Yeah.
Choice. Made his choice. If it was important enough, you'd get there. And you certainly wouldn't pull this shit the night before. They tend not to like that. It's almost like I've been telling you the truth this whole time. You've been getting lied to, and you're having a hard time coping with it.
Or Patrick had every intention of going to this
Yeah.
and realized that before, like, oh, my back is fucked and I'm not going to be able to get up and fly to Minnesota. Because as I said, he bought his plane tickets. He was planning on going.
And dummy bought non-refundable tickets.
Not refundable tickets. He's a fucking moron. So he was planning on going and waited until the last possible second to be like, damn it, I can't make it.
No, TVP, you're right. He hasn't done like 2 or 3 streams the last couple of months where he sits for 6 hours. Right, exactly. No. And we won't bring that up today. Don't worry about it. All right.
So
Don't
smart.
wink at me like that.
He's such a retard. He really thinks that the courtroom's going to be like a TV show. Your Honor. Yes. You, Aaron.
We're going to go raid Bubba, guys. I don't mean to tell you why I'm in such a hurry. We're going to go raid Bubba because I've got a little Bubba guts, if you will. I'm dancing, baby. I got to get the out of here.
He's so nervous.
Yeah.
He's almost shitting his pants.
Right.
He's on the
shitting
verge
himself.
of shitting his pants. And he's just like, this is great. I can't wait for court today. We're looking forward to this. And he's like, So that's my evidence that Aaron is not feeling good about court and was not excited about it. And rightfully so, based on our eyewitness account of what happened in the courtroom today. Supertip.gg/WATP. So Aaron's biggest problem is that the Yellowstone cauldron might explode, so he's scared of things. Okay.
Right.
Aaron, not responsible for ruining Compound Media. You can't take my only success away from me. I ran the funds dry and ruined Compound like Fauci did to this country. The Amex charges.
Yes.
For Carl, Moody inspired me to expand my mind. Can you say, oh, fuck you? Haley, looking good.
Thank
Do
you.
you want to try?
Nah. Do you want to try?
Heteroscedacity.
Ah, damn it, wrong one.
Does he know its meaning? Yes or no?
I've never seen this word before, but I think it's heterosedacity.
Yeah, I got there first.
You said ska. I think it's a s.
Yeah, do you see what it's like doing a show with Moody? It's a lot of fun, Haley.
Love it.
Yeah,
We
he's a
learn
blast.
things.
I do though.
Does Toe not realize that Melton doesn't really care if the HRO stands? It's just to keep him away physically. The hearings just embarrass Toe. It works. So the point I've been making this whole time, where Aaron's like, Patrick should be taking this more seriously. He should be so concerned about this. Like, it doesn't change his life in any way.
But you don't know whether they'll have like a speech exception, like a speech condition added on top of it, which would then, with a vengeful Aaron, he would be filing reports constantly.
And I understand you don't want to get into all this legal shit, but that would be really hard to follow up with, considering that we live under the Constitution and we have the First Amendment.
Right, but they can
It'd
put
be really tough for that to
restrictions.
stick.
Well,
No, I
Aaron
understand.
Aaron got restricted in that way, and he got in trouble for it. He got
Because
a violation.
because they weren't public figures, as I mentioned before. His ex-wife's not a public figure.
Sure, but if the judge rules for it, then it's
That
what
would
you
get
need to
thrown
go
out. That would get thrown out.
by. Okay, but then,
I,
you need to go
I talk
through-
mad shit about a lot of public figures.
but then you need to go through even more legal.
I understand.
processes
No,
on top
you
of
don't
it.
want to do
Is,
that. I understand
like,
that part. It's a lot fair. I get it. So Aaron winning involves the HRO stays. That's it. Yep.
Yes.
It depends how much he wins. Like, does he want to win and he gets the physical ones granted, which I don't think either of them would care that much about. It's more the First Amendment or the mentions of Aaron restrictions that they really don't want, which is fair enough.
Tim Bollinger, only 706 likes away from 1,000. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, people. We have over 1,300 people watching live, which I believe is a lot better than Steel Toes inflated numbers that he pretends are happening, that he brags about all the time. Pretty sure, but yes, hit the like button. Thank you.
I don't know if you guys saw Aaron was like doxing people in comics chat. I think he was like, he had like actual steel toe wearer's name. He was putting his name out there and spamming that in the chat. Like that is that's harassment. He's
Right.
doing that. That was 2 weeks ago, I
I
think.
saw that. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Talking trash and truths. Loving your eye candy today. Hi, Haley girl.
Hello. Good
Thank
to
you for
see
being here so much. Nana Feeder. How do you reconcile Nick's child neglect and daughter testing positive with your decision to take his side? Do you really think he looked good today? No one's saying that Nick's a great father.
No, it's making like there's no Nick's side. Like we're not on Nick's side,
Right.
And I'm on Nick's side in the sense that like this is a stupid HRO where a guy lied about things that didn't happen, and he shouldn't win that. But I haven't co-signed stuff that Nick's done. I disagree with a lot of what Nick's done. I think it's small brain people who are like, just because you don't criticize this person that I hate, means that you co-sign everything that they say. This is a show about Aaron. That's who we're interested in. Right. Nick is a tangential figure. Like he's come through the orbit and we have to discuss him. But if Nick was around and never interacted with Aaron, we would have never been he would have never been mentioned here.
We'd
We don't
still be
care
here
about-
talking about Aaron.
Right.
So.
We're interested in Aaron. And so
And
Nick's
Nana Feeder,
only-
that was Moody who called you small brained. I did not say that. So hit the like button for me.
it is like, how can
know.
you, like, how do you, yeah.
I know. It's ridiculous. Little Moody reminds me of Hassan. Am I way off, Moody?
Yeah, he's Turkish. I'm from Iraq, so it's like, yeah, we're both Semitic. If you want to reduce
Dorkbort
it that way.
Imholt looks nothing like me, by the way. I think it looks a lot like him. Bone CK. The 4 in hand is the knot of the poor/stupid.
It's the first one you learn.
Jay Lorder, you should update Beggy Monster to the new one Mike has done.
The lazy one.
Dude, Beggy Monster, yeah, our Beggy Monster's way better than Mike's. Abnai, 5 pounds, says Aaron is so afraid of Melton that he's goading him into getting him to attend the same courtroom as him. Shouldn't the HRL just be thrown out on this? I agree. This is insane that Aaron's like, can you believe this guy that I'm deathly afraid of is not showing up to this? I want to punish for that.
The judge never sees any of that because that's not entered into evidence. All the judge sees is here's a meeting that we need to go to and Patrick's not turning up.
I'd like to know how Aaron made it all the way to the courtroom doors passing Nick's car.
Yeah.
Isn't he deathly afraid of Nick's vehicle?
that had to be really scary for him.
Wondering.
Brutal. I looked up to you with $5.
Just FYI, on average, a capital murder trial in the United States lasts 3 days. A photo of my nipples, on the other hand.
Yes. I know, this is ridiculous. This is dragging out for over a year. Not Paul Rubens. You're all on super tip. You have to take Melton side. That's correct. Yes, that's how that works. If you ever watch Karmic Show, you'll know that if you're on super tip or Mersh, watch Mersh and see if you're on super tip, you have to take Melton side.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that works. I like Patrick. I think he's a very entertaining guy, and Hackamania has been fun every year. So that is my official
transactional.
stance. That's my official stance on this. That did sound very transactional.
As long as I keep getting invited, I'll turn on
He's
you.
great.
I like Patrick.
How
all
many
right.
red shirts come with you next year to Hackamania, Carl?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I know. We got to cut down on that, right? You guys just give me the list of people that we have to ban, and we'll just make up they did terrible shit this past year. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, Patrick doesn't want you this year. Sorry. Sorry about that, producer Chris. Yeep. All right. This was our exciting return of this little piggy. I don't know what's in store next week. I hope that we're back again next week. I hope Patrick comes back and joins us again soon.
Who knows? I'd like to bring it back. It's just we can't plan a week out with Patrick. He's literally he doesn't know how things are a day ahead. So
Exactly. So he's been kind of going on whenever he can. I'll play, I got a bunch of links here, but I thought it was more important to get updated on the HRL court stuff today. I have one more thing that I do want to show you because this just shows his character of what a piece of shit Aaron is as a friend to Johnny Crutches. And, I was watching a little bit of Uncle Rico this morning. They were doing a whole Aaron segment. And one of the things that Hacky, Rocco's new character, and apparently Aaron too, get upset about is the fact that Shuey's audience supports him and supports the Uncle Rico show. And so Shuey's filed for another lawsuit, not another lawsuit, he's filed for a lawsuit against John Melendez for all these DMCA strikes, taking down his videos and his channel. And it seems like Aaron was very butthurt that Shuey could put up a GoFundMe and raise tens of thousands of dollars. He gets very upset about that. You could see that he's seething about it. So the GoFundMe for his buddy Johnny Crutches gets brought up here because remember Johnny Crutches needed to move.
he needed he needed to move in September last year, where he was getting kicked out of his ex-partner's house
Yes.
because she was turning off the heating on him,
Yep.
and he couldn't use the stairs anymore.
What's happened since then? Has there been any update?
He still lives there, as far as I know.
Yep.
Did you cover this yet, Haley?
A little bit. We were talking
Okay.
a little bit about it. Yeah.
Okay, this is great.
I'm wondering when Johnny's finally going to tell everyone that he's been gaming them this entire time. 175 away from today's goal. All right, guys. Hey, it's 9:35. We've officially fallen behind today, but it took a while to fall behind, especially since Rumble's been having problems this morning. So rally up. Let's get ourselves down there. Let's stay perfect for the week. We have a perfect week going right now. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow.
He missed the goal on like every program except for one, but perfect week going.
And throw a couple of bucks to the old toe. We haven't had a single gifted membership this morning, not one. So let's go nuts.
Let's go nuts. Guys, there's certain ways you can give me money that you haven't yet. So feel free to get crazy with that.
Little Streamlabs, little PayPal, little Venmo,
What is he?
little Rumble
ordering chips?
rants, little memberships.
Appetizers for the table. Little
love
chips,
this.
you guys,
Yeah,
little
yeah,
chips,
yeah.
little rumble rants.
It's
Just
just a
over here.
little one for everyone.
Yeah, if
over
I get a
here.
gifted membership, will you get a gifted membership?
Sprinkle of PayPal.
How has he been dealing with not being able to say super chats anymore? He's been demonetized.
He still
on
says
YouTube.
it.
Oh, he
Does
fucks
he?
up.
And then correct
haven't
himself
noticed.
afterwards.
That's funny. That's very funny.
Let's get it popping, as the kids like to say.
The thing that's happened to Aaron is because he's brought his audience over to Rumble. He's getting the Rumble boost of the fake viewers.
Yes.
And so he's got higher viewership than he did before. And he keeps
He's feeling good about it,
keeps
too.
celebrating.
You jealous?
Yep.
It feels good. But those will dwindle, dude.
he said he has 10,000 views per stream that he does.
Yes.
Unique viewers, meaning that they're individual people.
For one morning stream, he has 10,000. I mean, that's not what the Rumble says, right?
Yeah,
That's
that
what
what
Aaron
Rumble
said. I heard him say 10,000 per stream. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like if you look at the views, he's got hundreds of views before the show even starts. Because Rumble does this thing where it lets you play a looping video
right.
at the start of a live stream. And if people are waiting in the chat, every time that 15-second video loops, it counts it as an extra view per person in there.
Nice.
Does it also
So-
count impressions on top of that? Or do you know?
I don't think it's like those are views though. It's like
I'm just saying additionally.
they viewed the video,
Yeah.
which is the 15-second thing. Rumble plays a lot with their
I
statistics.
know. I was
They're not
wondering
straight.
if maybe he was factoring in when the Clippers clip his stuff. Does he count that as views on his
That'd be
shows
smart.
as well?
He might, yeah.
I think he said that before. It's like a view
he
for
does
me.
that. It's also crazy that he's gone over to Patreon and is really advertising that, because Patreon are really strict on off-platform behavior.
Right.
You don't need to do something racist on Patreon. You do something racist off Patreon. They're very liberal, like liberal, left-leaning, whatever you want to call it. They won't stand for that, and they will terminate your account. So it seems a really bad place for him to try to set up.
$2 from Veldrain says, like how Johnny did a fundraiser to move to a different pad. I mean, no, that's different. He does have to start. I don't know. He's got a.
What?
I don't know his situation. I know he's got issues, and I can't remember how much money he raised. Maybe you guys know. But he says he's been spending it towards moving out and doing all that stuff. I guess his MS is pretty bad, and he needs county assistance and stuff like that. I don't know.
It's been over $1,000, right? That he raised on his.
He
GoFundMe?
raised-
1,800 or something.
He raised $1,355.
Okay. And it's great that Aaron's just like, "Pff, yeah, I don't know what his deal is. I think he's got MS or something like that. It's like, this is your buddy. You don't talk to him about any of this stuff?
He doesn't care about him.
No, he doesn't give a fuck. And this is obvious right here because he throws him right under the bus.
The longer it takes, the worse look it is. Look, you guys want me to be honest. I'm not going to lie and cover for shit. Like, I take your money. I ask for a goal every day. I have to be open with my audience. He's got us.
I like that now he's going to start. Now that they're piling on Johnny Crutch as his co-host, he's like, all right, well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Why start now, Aaron? You never are.
Start giving that money back to people.
Oh, this is crazy. This is a guy, again, I think Aaron gets jealous when other people make money. It's like, well, that could have been my money.
Yep.
You guys gave $1,300 to Crutches. That could have been my $1,300. So now he starts spending Crutch's money for him.
I ask for a goal every day. I have to be open with my audience. He's got to either start giving that money back to people, or he's got to start really showing receipts.
Wow. This fucking asshole tells Johnny Crutch to start giving the money back to people. And he started this thing almost a year ago. No one's donated to it in 10 months. This isn't like an ongoing thing where he's just making a living from this GoFundMe.
It said, I have until September. I can't live here anymore. I mean, what happened?
Right.
Yeah. But if it's going to get brought up, it should have been brought up months ago, though. Why are we talking about this now?
Do you remember how Aaron didn't donate until he was sort of pushed into? People had to keep bringing it up to him, like, how much have you given to Johnny? And he's like,
He did the thing where he only advertised the GoFundMe after the goal was hit on
Yes.
streams.
Yep.
I think he owes it to people. Like, I'm very open with you guys about how money gets spent on this program.
Yeah, like what?
He's paying the guys, paying me.
That's
mean-
perfect. I give Johnny $50 and Oz $28, and all the rest of the money goes to me. Wow, that's so transparent.
Getting a lot, the subscriptions we need for the stuff and the things we do.
Now that's transparency right there. Well, we need money for stuff and things that we do. Got it.
We cover our costs here, is what we do.
And I'm the biggest cost.
Yes.
Right?
But I think with that Johnny GoFundMe money for the moving, I think it would go a long way because a lot of people give him shit about that. And I think the way you kind
Do they? Do a lot of people even know about it?
of
Wouldn't
neutralize
think so.
that is just show people what you're doing. Kind of walk them through the process. When you get some kind of paperwork, pop it up on the screen on your show. Show people what they paid for. Show them what you're doing. Because he didn't steal the money. He didn't scam people out of money. Like, he's going through the process of trying to move out.
Hold on a second. Did he say he should start paying people back?
Yes.
And then he goes, I mean, he's not scamming people. It's not like you just said he was scamming people. Also, I can't imagine Johnny Crunch's show is already unwatchable. He's going to start showing paperwork on the show. Please don't.
But I when you take other people's money, I feel like you should be really transparent with them. I think that goes a long way. And I think people would give him a lot less shit if he would just go, here's the thing I got in the mail yesterday. Here's the phone call I had yesterday. Here's the
phone call I had yesterday. Is he getting charged by the minute?
Well, what's crazy is Johnny has talked on the show with Aaron before about trying to get assistance and how, they didn't have enough funds, etc. He has talked about it, but Aaron checks out every time Johnny brings any of it up.
Right.
He doesn't hear him.
But it's hilarious to me that Aaron, who begs for money multiple times a day, can sit here and be like, he should be way more transparent. You guys are giving him your hard-earned cash, and he's just fucking taking it.
email I recently got. Just kind of like keep them abreast. It's kind of like one of those Caring Bridge sites when someone's really sick. They're like, hey, here's the latest test they had. That would probably help. Goat choker.
What an asshole. What an asshole.
There is one clip I want to watch. It's very quick.
Okay. But thanks to Bubble Popper for sending that one over. That's
Yes.
very funny. And Bubble Popper is actually here on Super Tip weighing in for us. It's also very important to remember that Aaron is invited on the shows anytime to tell his side of the story. Why doesn't he ever come? Correct. We'd love to have Aaron on this little piggy.
Mm-hmm.
Be great to have him as a
it'll
guest.
never happen.
No, I know, but I appreciate Bubble Popper bringing that up because Aaron has his chance to come on and tell us that we're all full of shit if he wants to. Why is the middling attractive lady wearing a cutoff sleeve t-shirt? Does she have a pack of cigs rolled up in the sleeve?
No.
Hi, Carl, you're funny.
She showed us her shit this morning.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Ew.
Yeah.
Just-
All right, let's get back to the program.
She did. She's like, here are my x-rays. And it was just full of gas and poos. It was quite a
It
sight.
wasn't. Was not.
This is a so Aaron's been giving wallets out to people. These are like Ridge style steel wallets. Well, no, not steel, but Ridge wallets with the steel toe logo. It's always too small for me to see which logo it is. It's probably the new AI one.
He was pushing this hard. This was like a big deal. You had to get one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the logo's drifted. I don't know if you've seen he keeps putting the same image back into his thumbnail generator. So now it's like a pair of Doc Martens.
Yes.
It's not steel toe boots anymore. And the fire is now rays that come out from behind. Anyway, he's always had trouble sending things out. It was first April's fault. She was always too lazy.
Yep.
She never sent anything out. Nothing got done. Then when Aaron took it over, he also ran into some trouble. So this is Aaron shirking responsibility and passing it off to us.
Stoney's Garage, the outdoor patio bar. That's Stoney's in downtown Rockville, Minnesota. Visit Stoney's today.
Unless you want an HRO.
Right? Don't do it.
Downtown Rockville, right there on Broadway.
Cheeto's got himself a wallet. I dropped one off with him with the Stoney's logo on it.
Oh, you gave him one?
And some light up pens. Yeah.
Speaking of those wallets, I'm going to put you in charge of those.
Sure.
Because we broke it down yesterday.
Aaron said the week before, he said he would deliver the wallet to you himself.
Yes. He was saying he would drive to you.
He would drive the wallet out to you. A week later, just like, Oz, you'd fucking do this shit. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. What an asshole.
He was like, it was cheaper to drive out.
And like, it doesn't make any sense to pay me for those. Like, because it's just going to cut into your cut. And then I got to mail them out and the shipping and all that. This way, then we got to determine the math of like how much you get and this and that. I think if you just handle it.
Yeah, just send them to the A&P page and I'll take care of everything.
We promote it on the show.
Yeah.
How can they contact you?
A&P Laser Engraving on Facebook.
A&P Laser Engraving on Facebook.
Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
Pause. Pause. Perfect pause. Who the fuck has a business that you have to go to Facebook to find? What year is this? Hey, how do people get in touch with you? By going to my Facebook page. Well, then never mind.
Right.
It's old people, Carl. Like it's genuinely boomers. It's a great place to still get them.
It's ridiculous.
And send your request for a wallet to Oz, and we'll have him take care of those. I have been feeling under the weather a little bit this week, so for those of you who there's 2 wallets I still have to send out yet. I plan on doing that this week. All right, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super
He's
Chats.
like, I wish I never brought up wallets. God damn it.
That eye was going nuts, that entire clip. That one left eye was
It's going to pop out eventually, right?
It was bad.
He also said Super Chats.
That this
Oh,
week.
you heard that.
All right, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. We're 3 minutes.
After he said Super Chats, it started.
It was like,
Yes. the Keanu eye just started up.
That is a stress. We've pointed it out before, but it is high stress.
yes.
Away from falling behind again. Let's go to Oz's favorite guy. Oz.
Yeah.
He can't stop with the telemarketing script. He has to say Super Chats. He's just used to it. It's programmed in. Colin Madden says, I'd be pissed if my donation was being misused to buy steampunk goggles, bogs, and egg-shaped chairs. Shame, Johnny Crunchman. Nothing but shame.
Yes.
Yeah, the
It's
steampunk goggles
$1,300.
piss me off the most.
It's not a lot of money. Like, how do you? Yeah, you can't do much with that.
No, it's not. I want to thank Haley for stopping by on this
Thanks
very
for having
special
me.
edition. Thank you so much for coming. I know you've been streaming all day. People should check out your content on Pretty Antisocial.
Thank you. I really wish they would. Yeah, I wouldn't miss it. I was so excited to hear that you were going to be doing it today.
Good.
If you just got into this world sometime in the last year, Haley on Pretty Antisocial, the latest show goes over all the HRO from beginning to end. So if you want to get caught up on that, then that's a really good place to go and see.
Yes, thank you, Moody.
And go over to the channel and hit subscribe so that you see whenever she's putting content out. She streams all the time with great information and content for everybody. And of course, Moody, who has nothing to plug.
Well, you've got nothing to prep. You don't prep your shows, Carl.
I know. I'm a lazy asshole, according to Quadfather. I just pay people to do the show for me, which is nice.
I did a lot of carrying today.
You
just
did.
Turned up and smile talked your way through the show.
Yep.
It was a great show, wasn't it, Carl?
Money, 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 money. Keep it coming, everybody.
There's a show in town, it's going down. Every week we're back on solid ground. Steel toe slipping, but we're gripping. Got the tea to spill, it's always flipping. From April's script to Aaron's glee. Oh, this drama's just a spree. Polydrama, legal trauma. Another win, oh, that's the karma. This little piggy went to YouTube. This little piggy's on Rumble now. This little piggy's begging for dollars. And this little piggy's breaking down wow. Every week when we cabbage flow, tune in for this little piggy show. From revenge porn to felony, it's a circus, can't you see? The toe is bent, the goal is spent. His empire crumbles, all hell sent. April's playlist on repeat. Aaron's lies we can't defeat. The countdown's on, it won't take long to see this piggy squeal his song. This little piggy went to YouTube. This little piggy's on Rumble now. This little piggy's begging for dollars. And this little piggy's breaking down wow. Every week we're in cabbage flow. Tune in for this little piggy show. Oh, this little piggy ain't missing a thing. Just sit back, laugh, and watch the king.